Hello, friends, and we're live. Yes, brilliant. How are you doing? It's fantastic to see you. My name's Rocky Outcrop. We're going to be doing technical analysis for the favoritist, bestest things in the world. We're talking GameStop, GME. We're talking American Masterclass or whatever that is, AMC. It's like a popcorn company or something. And we're also going to be doing cryptocurrencies and all sorts of stuff and whatever people suggest. And hello, everybody. This is the second time today that I've said hello to everybody. That's right. You were all sitting there chilling out thinking, oh, Rocky will be along here sometime. I'm sure he will. He's a bit late. Actually, I started 15 minutes early. I scheduled the stream for 1:45. I started at 1:30. I put on some music from 1949, Arthur Crudcup's version of "It's All Right," the song that Elvis Presley latterly popularized, and then went and made a cup of tea and came back and was chatting. Jamie called in. I read out messages from Frostcrest. Jamie replied live. It was really, really good stream. But because of what happened yesterday, apparently there is a duplicate stream key. So Streamlabs decided to stream that out to nothing. Just streaming like, hey, I'm streaming, but to nowhere. And I didn't know it. Then Jimmy was very, very kindly reading in the chat. He says, doesn't look like anybody can... Are you sure you're live? And I was like, yeah, I'm sure I'm live. Everything's live. Anyway, we're live. Good to see everybody out there. So... Yeah, I got a new member and added a donation and everything. This is all happening. So back through the chat that we... Thanks so much, Daniel, for Lasange for that one. Really do appreciate it. Wow, my voice is working completely differently now. Thanks very much for that one. Really, 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 really fantastic. I kind of got a bit frustrated with my screen there, and I ended up closing that YouTube tab. Let me get it back open so I can actually read the chat again. Somewhat annoyed by the old Streamlabs, so I was. Anyway, fantastic to see you. Fantastic, elastic. Let's just bring up the old chatter box so I can see what's going on. Top chat? No. Don't give me that. We want all the chat. All of it. Chat it up. The chitty chatters. Right, here we go all over again. Nice to see you out there, Vivenna, Andy A, Tony Wright, Jose Alfredo Akriga, Evan A, Bad Mama Jama, Andy A, I Am Not a Cat, Ashley Lem, Trade Spotting, Frost Crest, Ronaldo Moreno, Super Cashy, all you guys that were in there earlier on as well that I did see, and I read the messages from and I responded to into the ether. Good to see it. Yeah, it was great chatting to you last night, Bad Mama Jamba. It was good crack, good fun. Wonder Sally Mander will turn up today as well, and Corey. It was good chatting with you all. And yeah, by the way, Frostcrest, that message you're saying about how Jamie's video yesterday is really, really super great. Really appreciated. He was delighted to read it, and I absolutely agree with what you were saying. And Ronaldo's chat as well. Hopefully, this pre-market stuff is good. There was. Did you recognize that guy? Yeah, so good to see everybody. Ryan Young, JC, Epiphany Jones, and more. Christy Christ, Eddie B. Yay! Yes, the lighting has dropped. The lighting has dropped. Oh my god, the lighting has dropped. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it has actually. I tell you what, the thing is, I know what it is. There we go. The marginal difference team has just made its marginal difference attempt. Whoop. Right, sweet, excellent. By the way, Eddie B, thanks so much for your help and assistance with all of this lighting stuff and everything else as well, and all that good things. I was chatting with Jamie last night. Hi, Ashley. Hiya, Jack Bell. Hiya, Purple Haze. Oh, hiya, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Lovely compliment you paid me earlier on. I was delighted with that. Thank you so much. Who let the bulls out? Yeah, boom. Good to see you, buddy. We'll be talking about cryptocurrency as well today, of course. Existential, sup yo. Hope you're feeling good after your first drink in 2 years. Kim Robbins, good morning, Kim. Good morning. She's saying good morning to you, Jamie, as well. Jack Bell, you going to smash some piano for us? No, I'm not. Bright Spark, hey, a Bright Spark. Oh, and an extra special shout out there while we're at it to Epiphany Jones for leaving a message on a video that I put out some time ago, March the 20th, 2020, and that only other person who'd commented on the video was my dad. I'd got 9 likes. You were one of them. I was one of them. Jamie was one of them. dad was one of them, and I think, just a couple of friends. Yeah, had 59 views in total. I think I represent about 10 of those. And it was a really good video. I watched it back myself after. It was just like, wow, I called everything exactly right. Exactly right. I was looking at Bitcoin. I was looking at Bitcoin back in the day. I was looking at Bitcoin over here. Let's just bring it up actually so we can chat for a second. Oops, I typed in the wrong thing again. I'm doing that a lot these days. Bitcoin USD. We'll go on Bitstamps one for that. And it was a video set back in March 2020. That was the context of our lives back then. And over here, what had happened with the prices is they'd come all the way up towards the $7,000 zone. And I was talking about how this was all very bullish at the time, of course. But, I was kind of worried, saying, well, could we see the prices drop back down to $5,000? Where did they go down to in the end? 5,711. Yeah, I was telling people about the short-term and the long-term stuff. I was looking back and I thought, yeah, that video is maybe like turned out to be 90% plus accurate in terms of everything and helped every type of investor. And even as well, I spoke about if you're a leverage investing, the requirement to be patient, and indeed as well within 24 hours, had you done anything over 5x, you would have been liquidated on longs. But like I said, spot trades ultimately made a lot of money. Oh my God, it was amazing. And Epiphany learned something about time frames in that video. So it's amazing. It's just such a treat to look back in time and see that people a year and a bit after I'd put in effort and thought, oh my goodness, nobody wants this and that. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, this is good. I'm trying to convince myself, well, good quality content, everything on it, every single guide about making content for YouTube is quality first. So I did all that and it wasn't working. It was like, oh, and then I see that actually it has got a benefit to people. It's just a matter of time, really long time. And just one or two people, but it's amazing. And we'll be talking about Bitcoin and everything else today as well. You can see that we're still operating within the range of the candles that have been set out in the past. 24-hour time frame just here. A couple of days ago, the prices dropped down over the last 2 days, or today and yesterday. We've just been operating within the range of the candle where it dropped down the way. That's just kind of what's going on. Got plenty of time to come back and check out all of that sort of stuff. Ethereum at the minute, by the way, at 2,388, continuing to rise up higher, compelling us to, of course, say, well done to ourselves for having said that was basically how it was set out when we were looking at the bullishness on the Bitcoin Ethereum pairing, giving us that little idea that Ethereum was getting a little bit more positivity than the other. And where are we here on Chainlink? Well, is it going to surprise anyone in the audience at this stage to see that we're at $20? Do you think maybe as well, even if you've got zero interest in anything in cryptocurrency at this point, if you're part of the audience, you'll probably be able to know that $20 is of course a key pivot for us. Very, very important price point. Looking of course next up towards 23, but I want to see us sustaining prices above 1950 or so that it's like this $20 area. And then as well, XTZ, UTZ, we were talking about this as well yesterday. It's at $3 essentially at the minute, 291, pretty close to there. Can we go on up and do the things that we were talking about, because we haven't done anything really all that different over the last 2 days, so we're still waiting to see how that kind of develops. And let's give a quick summary, and then I'll chat with the chat for a wee while. Yeah, it doesn't matter too much that I didn't have the charts up on screen. I've only just realised that I didn't have the charts up on screen. Let's bring up charts on screen, shall we, Rocky? Oh, great idea. That's really helpful. People get to see what you're looking at then. If you do that, that's a good idea. My chart ain't up. Oh, great, fantastic. It was up on the other one or something, was it? I don't know. It's chart's up now. I don't know. Whatever. It's good enough for me. It's not. I know it's not. That's what I said. You're doing that thing that people complain about where you mumble. Me mumble. Right, yeah, there's the chart, and that's a really weird looking chart, isn't it? Of course, that's what a 4x volume looks like, by the way. It's interesting stuff. Then maybe with the contrast between the VPVR and the regular volume there, you might kind of get a little bit of a lesson when you look at the delta on those two. So what did I want to bring up? GameStop, GME Corporation. I was supposed to give a shout to Daniel, to WTF FTW. What WTF FTW? thanks as well for becoming a member. Super appreciated. And let's get this guy up here. Way, thanks so much. What's that? Drew Sol. Do. Drew Sol, thanks so much. Right, yeah, fantastic. 4.99. Wow, what a weird looking picture that is, though, eh? What is that? A cloud eating a hand? Oh, it's like giving blowing kisses. All right, that's lovely. It's totally freaky. Really lovely. But if you looked at that on acid, you'd run. Apple Blossom says, "You're doing great." Thanks so much. Phew, necessary. Always a bit of vote confidence always helps. Purple Haze says, I don't think I could have held on if not for these YouTube communities. Thanks, TradeSpotting and Rocky Outcrop. Oh, wow, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's you. It's all of you out there that make the community. You know, let me be very clear. I'm a part of the community. I'm just as grateful as any of you for what's happening here. It's beautiful stuff. I'm really glad that we're doing this together. Right, so here's a wee quick sort of summary for GME. I'll get rid of my 22222 number. Obviously, I wrote that up there to kind of remind everybody that that's a pivot up above for us that we're looking to. At the minute, we've got this kind of descending triangle type shape on the go. Yes, yesterday the prices did push down a wee bit. No doubt as well, closing down below that 99 area on the 50-minute time frame, as you can see actually a couple of times, and then we dropped down an extra $5. Well, I mean, it obviously didn't crack on down loads, but that was kind of like, well, I felt like if we went down there and closed underneath that yesterday, that the chances of us going up to 222 in that day were essentially nil. And that's what we saw happening. Ultimately, kind of wrapping up the day at 199.56, and that's a good enough end for the day overall. Jumping back up towards a larger time frame, so you can see then where we kind of stand. This thing here is like, if this breaks, it could take us down to 177. We actually managed to pull back up into the zone, so we're still not quite there yet. We're waiting, we're standing, we're looking at the precipice, understanding as well that for a lot of people this is going to be obviously a very I'm not a financial advisor, none of this is financial advice. Understanding that for a lot of people, this could obviously be a very good buy price, and for a lot of other patient apes out there, 177 could be a really good buy price. But there's no guarantees of getting to. There's no guarantees in life at all. So in terms of risk management, etc., we're more concerned in terms of like keeping this zone, right now, and continuing to go towards the top side and sort of sod the 177ers, or being patient and kind of waiting for that sort of price target, or buying back into the resurgence or the of momentum towards the top side, instead of just kind of like plopping different buys in at different areas there and kind of hoping for the best. Just generally speaking, of course, when it comes to GameStop, you can all do absolutely whatever you want. Far be it for me to say not buy it whenever you want to, because this is, of course, one of these very different stock setups. For anybody who is actually just happens to be joining us, of which I doubt there's any, but if there is anybody, why is this happening? Well, for the financial mechanisms in the world which create liquidity and help everything kind of keep going, greasing the wheels here and there, actually open up a little bit of a window of opportunity for those who have nefarious intentions to actually exploit the in effect institutionalized corruption that's in the system by putting out naked shorts into the world, not actually doing their actual requirements. When Ambo not doing their actual requirements there in terms of actually borrowing the share, naked shorting it by more than the actual amount of shares exist, and that's been going on this whole time. Now, the thing about it is that they still don't seem to have actually covered those shorts, all these people that were doing it. And I know you're probably tuning in now thinking, that's crazy, why wouldn't they? It's so crazy, why wouldn't they? And there's a couple of answers to it. One is that, well, I suppose I'll give the sort of the number style one. One is that when you've got one of these FTDs, is what they call it, a failure to deliver, when you can't actually give the stock to somebody that you sold because you never had it in the first place, which is illegal. But when you come across one of these FTD things, how that actually operates is essentially as an interest-free loan, in a sense, from the DTC. You do have to pay. It comes out of your. You do get charged, right? Essentially, because every day they take money out of your account, except it's dependent on the current mark-to-market price of what you owe, and you don't pay any fees on that. So it's kind of like an interest-free loan. So it's obviously incentivized in the world to break those rules, and that's what's led to this situation of massive overshorting, and that's why we're extremely interested in it. And the second reason then why somebody would do this is because they're human beings, right? And I wonder if you've ever met a human being. They're absolutely fallible, and these organizations are completely, built with human beings. People like to think about these big short and hedge funds as if they're like Skynet 2025, and there's this artificial intelligence completely controlling everything, and it's all perfect, and they're ultra amazing Teutonic knights of trading. Well, in actual fact, they're just human beings, and they make massive mistakes. And I was chatting about this last night. They tend to be more concerned about, who broke the coffee machine and who jammed the photocopier and stuff like that, and a wee bit annoyed that their boss told them that they didn't like their shirt, or that they are annoyed that they spilt jam on their tie that morning. Those are the realities of people who work in these places. Doesn't matter that they get paid lots of money. That's just the life out there for them. So then how is AMC doing? You might be asking, of course. And this is the AMC chart, and it's not a massively distinct situation to the GME one, in the sense that yesterday wasn't positive and wonderful. But there was a lack of follow through for the negativity. Here we have this red box zone showing us where we have the potential sort of support zone for us. It's a liquidity area or a resistance area or blah de blah de blah, whatever you want to call it. But if we actually do push down past that zone, then things could obviously get a little bit tastier towards the downside. And if we find support at that area, well, then you kind of got that whole no surprises, we'd identified this in advance point of view. The other thing that's coming in there, of course, is the lower end here, the sort of the demand line of this pennant. Now, if you did want to think that we'd get a turnaround here off the basis of that and then go towards the top side, you'd be playing the range up towards 56, 57. We've spoken about 57 a whole bunch as well. Breaking above 57 is important, but fake out territory is really more like 62, 64, 65, something like that. And as well, if you wanted to do this in a number of different ways, you can measure, the whole range of this move here. This is the linear chart I have on at the minute, by the way, just for those of you who are curious. That'll take you up towards the $90 area. You can measure the downside, up to the flag itself if you wanted to, and that would take you up towards this similar sort of thing. And basically it's all just similar sorts of things. Stick this up towards the top end, pop it up there, pop it over here, and it takes you up to $120. So what we are looking for at the minute is somewhere between perhaps 90 and $120 should we get continuation towards the top side. And what are those two numbers? Well, it's the 1.272 and the 1.16 or the 1.618 Fibonacci retracement extension areas as well. So they've got confluence up there, even though it's out in the ether. There are two things of confluence up there in all-time high zones, giving us those targets to aim up to. So that would be rather wonderful to be able to achieve that. 24-hour time frame shows us as well that if we did drop down and go for one of these moves, that we could be coming back down towards where this gap is that's been left on the 24 hours. And of course, we've got this 32.94 type price point. Really, while a lot of analysts out there would be saying that failure at this point could lead and would lead towards a move back down towards sub $12, which is why there's of course bait on the end of our fishing lines to entice shorters to go for it, because it's a really potentially great setup for them. I'm actually looking with a keener eye at that 33 price point, where we'd find a turnaround if we did drop down, most likely, or certainly a bounce I would have hoped for anyway. But then, but overall, I'm obviously continuing my bullish thesis and looking towards the top side. I've got diamond hands. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm not selling either of these stocks. Anyway, so yeah, that's your market summary, just giving it there. What time is it now? 10 past 2. Oh, Rocky. That was nice. Right, let's just see if I bring up the main screen again. Keys are in my jacket pocket. Yeah, I believe they're in my jacket pocket. Yes. See you when I see you. I think we're alone now. It's just me and you, chat. Jamie's not here to tell me I'm speaking inappropriately. I love you. I love you very much, chat. You're my favouriteest chat in the world. Kim Robbins, I don't think when the video actually started though. What are you talking about? What you talking about? Did Rocky start with a towel on his head? I did. I had another stream. It wasn't a towel though. It was a t-shirt. It was an attempt at plopping. It wasn't really, working out for me very well. I think the video that I watched about plopping, either I didn't pay attention, 90% chance that that's what happened, or to the instructions on how to wrap a t-shirt around your head for it to work. I know I didn't. That's the truth. Or my head is kind of too big and doesn't fit inside t-shirts the way that the petite lady heads do on the videos. So I don't know. Anyway, wasn't that great? Also, but you know, there I have it. I started with my t-shirt wrapped around my head. That's what it was. Plopping. You know how it is. You know how it is. Apple. She teaches me everything. Everything I know I learned from Apple Blossom. Shall we go for a half up, half down today? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, my lord. Let's do it, ladies. Half up, half down. How'd you like them apples? How'd you get the half ups, half downs? It's so weird looking at myself reversed and I can't just look away. Find it easier to look away. There's some sort of proselytizing going on outside at the minute, by the way. Somebody with a microphone went a bit mental. Wonder what's happening. Was it half up, half down in the end? What happened? Did I succeed? No, I failed, but who knows? Maybe it's kind of cute the way I completely messed that up. Right, sweet, excellent. Whoa, what's that? SGD. Thanks very much for that. I'm going to assume that's like roughly a $5. Thanks so much, Das. That's really appreciated. Cheers, pal. Purple Haze. Yeah. Oh, aye, Purple Haze. You said something in my abortive stream earlier on. I answered it. Can't remember what it was, or else it was in this one. Not really sure. Anyway, good to see you, buddy. Adam O. Nice to see you, Adam. Kim Robbins. I've tried the T-shirt thing. Didn't work for me either. Yeah. What? Yeah. I don't know how you do it. I'm gonna have to Google it up again. Can you play that piano? Are you taking requests? No, I can't. I'm not going to play the piano. I'm not good enough at it, so I'm not going to. And I know it looks silly that I could have a big grand piano and not be good enough at it. It's kind of like, it's well, whatever it's like, who knows. But I've got that, and I will get better at it and then play it for you all at some point. Not now, though. Super cute. Oh, thanks, Ashley. Sweet. Sweating Bull, be honest now. Right? Okay, gosh, here we go. Dum, 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 dum. I bet there are some ladies who like you for that hair you got there. Gotta call you a modern day as... You know what? You know, you'd think so, actually, but I don't really get that. I've had one compliment. I've had one voluntary compliment from somebody. Thanks so much. In the last... other than you guys... Thanks, Jimmy. He said I'm beautiful. I've had one voluntary compliment and I've been walking around from somebody who said to me, your hair looks good. See you, Jimmy. Just one in the last 2 years. I don't know. Need to get out more, maybe is the answer to that one. Oh, but I'm sure there are some. I'm sure there are some that like it. I don't know. But I think what it is that women are like, hey, that guy's too confident. I need to tell him. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to start judging people. Maybe I'm just blind. I'm probably just deaf. I'm just deaf to it and blind to it. Maybe there are sitting bull. I've got no idea. Hey, anyway, who did you say? Absalom. Just be careful not to get your head caught in the hedges. Hey, on the run. Ho ho. What platform are you using, Rocky? You are my favourite YouTuber for learning TA. Thanks. Oh, that's amazing, PD. By the way, if you're wondering why I struggle to read, I've got this wee light just here, and it's in my eyes, and it does that thing where it puts little bleached circles onto your eyes when you're looking at stuff, and I've got now about 50 little white spots. It's cool though, lets me know I'm alive. So what I'm saying here, PD, I'll just put it in a different place next time. PD was saying, what am I using? Platform I'm using. It's called TradingView, buddy. It's called TradingView. This here is called TradingView. TradingView is groovy. It's really great. About, let's see, 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago now, 15 years ago, if you wanted to get charts, you had to pay all this money. They'd only load up certain time frames. It would take ages to load them up. You didn't have all the tools. It just wasn't that great, although it wasn't a million miles away from what we're using now, which is why you don't necessarily recognize this. But what that is TradingView. It's a website which is a really, 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 really well made. What am I doing? This video is not sponsored by them or anything. I do have an affiliate link down below, but when I tell people to use it, just go ahead and get the sign up to the free account, because at the end of the free account period, they'll offer you a discount. Probably they kind of normally do. Which means I don't get any affiliate commission, but it saves you more money, I think, than I make anyway. So, that's the way. That's what I say. Who knows though? Maybe I'll get something out of it. You can use the affiliate link, whatever. And yeah, it's just got everything on there that you'd want. Gives you access to almost all of the trading pairs that you could be looking for, be it forex, cryptocurrencies, or stocks indeed themselves, commodities, and so forth. It has so many extra good features on there. I mean, there's things on here which are just crazy good to have as part of where you are. One of the things which you might like is that you can actually trade through this as well if you hook it up through the whatever broker you're using, if they've got an API to execute trades for you. So you can hit buy and sell and stuff like that on your screen here. I prefer not to do that. It's kind of like a don't shit where you eat type scenario for me. I think it's better to have a separation of these things. Separation of church and state and all that. Anyway, they've got loads of things in here, like the stock screener, for example. Shall we see which one had the most volume yesterday? Where is it? Oh wait, this is the change. Let's that 1 month change, right? Or 5 minute change. Is that 5 minute? 15-minute change. Let's go for a 15-minute change. What had the best 15-minute change? And if this is not extended hours, I'm not 100% sure. I think it isn't. Yeah, because it's not changing. If this effectively then is saying to yourself, well, what stock had the best close yesterday? And 15-minute change here. This stock went up in the last 15 minutes of the day. Talk about power hour, from 123 all the way up to 150. So there's a stock screener for you. Now that's not necessarily how you would use a stock screener. All I'm saying is that this is an amazing platform that's got so many good things. I mean, obviously you've got the ability to draw moons on the chart, like we've talked about kind of already in effect, sort of recently. But you've also got loads of other things. It's called Trading View, and it's really, really is excellent. One of the things about it as well, it's not going to have every single cryptocurrency pairing out there, because so many are every single thing out there. But it's a pretty good qualifier for yourself too. If you start looking for something and it's not on here, then you know that it's not traded on a place which is, reliable enough, authoritative enough, or whatever to warrant listing on there, because you can't list absolutely everything. But it feels like it's got everything. It's fantastic. Is also super useful. There's tons of good things about it. You'll notice the way that I use this thing is kind of a bit silly. I'll almost always select from the toolbar on the left, which you can't see, which I'll just make it so you can see it for briefly here, so you get an idea as well. Like all the tools, you've got all these drawing tools like Photoshop, as this card says. So you've got all these tools. Now I'll almost always go and select the one out of here. For example, I'll go over here to this thing, I'll drag open, I'll drop down, I'll go to the horizontal line, I'll select it, rather than using the keyboard shortcut Alt-H, which will just draw one in for you anyway. I don't know why. It's kind of like I don't know, it just doesn't occur to me. I think partly because I'm live, and I don't want to, and that's like the lowest friction way of doing it, psychologically, to allow me to keep speaking, etc., and thinking. Whereas if I have to start thinking up keyboard shortcuts or whatever, I might hit the wrong one and then interrupt myself or whatever. So there's little things that I kind of do. So like, as well, you can just type in, and this is a great one. You can just type in, start typing letters, and up comes the search thing. And I'll always hit it. I'm always doing this sort of thing. I'm kind of a bit silly the way I use things. But what I'm trying to say here is that it's very powerful, and it's also quite ergonomic, if you like, in terms of its design for use. And I can say that is entirely different from the way that things like MetaTrader are made, which just don't feel like ergonomic. Anybody who says that they prefer MetaTrader, they're a Luddite. Right? Anyone who says prefer MetaTrader is a Luddite. And then you've got things like the trading platforms themselves. Well, anybody who trades and shows you trading stuff directly on the trading platform themselves is most likely to be exceedingly new to trading. Which is fine. No problem there. But it's something that you tend to learn. Right, yeah, cool. So that was cool. That was a bit of an explanation about what I'm using there. I think that'll benefit more people than just PD there, because not everybody knows, right? Not everybody knows. I get asked it a fair amount of time. There's Arts of Labour in there. I wonder if Ronaldo has sheet music for diamond hands. He'll tell you the chords and everything else, and you can see it there. But I know you want to see the sheet. I know. I don't think he has. Oh, is he in there? Arts of Labour. I haven't scored it out yet. It's pretty simple chord progression. I placed it in the comments of the video. Well, there you go. And pianists out there can, of course, arpeggio up those chords, no problem. I Ashley Lem, just wake me up when it hits XXXXX. Yeah. So quick, somebody go around and kick Ashley. It's there, Ashley. What's happened? Wake up! Wake up! Sorry. Yeah, big screen. Oh my god. We can do some chatting. 9 minutes till market's open. When Ambo. Then Ambo. Space Banana. Hi L. Hi Space Banana. Hey Kenny. Hey Eddie again. Eddie, I don't know if it was in this one or in the last one, and I was thanking you for all your help with the light and stuff and everything else. Might have been this one, might have been the last one. I can't remember now. Thanks again though. Oh, good to see you, Kevin K. King. One of the companies working with AMP is FlexUpay, and they work with a lot of companies like GameStop. Wonder what is that? Is that in relation to something that's been chatted about earlier on? Because that's kind of cool. What's going on there? I thought you were prepping for a Dubia trip, lol. Liked. Thanks very much for hitting like. Oh, aye, brilliant. If everybody could hit like, thanks. Reading back up through the comments there, see you reminding them. Thanks, people. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right. Somebody's Eddie B says, "Love you too, home slice." Suddenly made me really hungry for cake. I was like, I read the word slice and I was like, I could do with a slice of cake right now. Yo, Rocky, nice camera. Thanks, Vic. Good to see you, buddy. What a killer setup you got now. Thanks so much. Yeah. No sweet doomer. Hey, nice one. I love it, Eddie. I am not a cat. I am going nowhere. I can wait for years because given the bright future for GME, it's so easy to see the long-term upside. Totally. I think that either this goes, either we have the big MOAS and everything kicks off like in terms of amazing, immediate cascade, blah, 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 or it's a slow and incredibly tortuous experience for all the people who are doubters in that sense, or shorters, and it could stretch over a long period of time, continuing to go up, and making people bleed and bleed and bleed over time in a way which is almost like the that whole thing about how you can put in certain creatures into water, and if you turn the heat up, they don't necessarily know it, and you can kind of boil them. I do the same thing in the shower sometimes. Get in and fairly tepid, and then just keep turning it up to points where it's like, wow, I would never have got into this shower. I would have been like, oh my god, that's far too hot. But I've turned it up there, and I'm like, I'm burning. That is what we kind of would be cool to see happen in a sense, because I like the whole fishing thing and trying to reel them in, and all the rest of it with the shorts. Of course, as well, we could do it quicker and all the rest of it. I just wonder. So anyway, patience is a good thing to have, especially if you believe in the quality of the company and all that. You think that Ambo is talking to that person you were talking about earlier? They stopped pretty close. Oh no, that thing about them stopping pretty close. It's because what they do. It's because the ambulance drivers in Edinburgh have a habit of right. Look, the law in the UK. This is so irrelevant, but anyway, the law in the UK is that firemen, policemen, and ambulance drivers and all sorts of emergency vehicles are supposed to abide by the rules of the law. They're supposed to. It's the law. However, this is the UK, so what we do is we break all the laws all the time on a willy-nilly sort of pick it and choose it basis. It's just how it's always been here. You'll remember, for instance, the laws about homosexuals, for instance, were of course created probably primarily by homophobic, repressed homosexuals themselves in the first place, etc. That's the British way. So it's illegal for a fire engine to drive through a red light. But ain't nobody going to stop a fire engine driving through a red light. Don't be crazy. It's also illegal for them to do things like all the different things. Anyway, ambulance drivers love it. You got this road here, which is a really nice big long road, and it's wide, and there's a massive junction there. And if they stick on their sirens and whatever, they get to drive through this junction at like pretty high speeds, and they love doing it. And you can tell it's like it would be cool. It would be nice little drive, through that at high speed. There's racing games, not very many, but there's a few based on Edinburgh, and that street outside is in all of the racing games or whatever. So like the ambulance drivers are like, yeah. Anyway, in order to do that, they need to stick on their sirens, because it means that, of course, it looks like they've got a reason to be doing that. But they do it every single time. I've never seen an ambulance out there drive by that hasn't done it, apart from one time when they picked up somebody from the junction itself, and then they drove off without turning the siren on. That's the only time I've ever seen them not do it. So they do it every single time because that's what they be like. And yeah, they stop right outside the house because that's when they're past the junction. And they're not supposed to be doing it anyway, and it's habit. It's all habit. They don't even think, and yeah, it's also they do it after 11 at night, and it's illegal. Dragon Slayer, it doesn't matter. I don't care. May I suggest a collab with Pension Craft channel? He's a pro, no nonsense investor, and I believe you have overlapping audiences. Check his channel out. Oh, we have overlapping audiences. Let's go check out a couple. YouTube shout out of the week. Hi everybody. I'm Rocky Outcrop. Welcome to the YouTube Shout Out of the Week show. We're going to take a second here to go and take a shout out to our buddies and our pallies and all that in the world of the world. Yes, we're going to do that now. Wait, can I not? I want to see this thing. So we're going to go give a shout out to our buddies in the world. 2 people getting a shout out here immediately that I can think of. One of them is Pension Craft. Never heard of them before, but apparently we have overlapping audiences. That's cool. So I'm going to go and check out his channel right here with all y'all. And I don't want to be shrinking those side bits or whatever for this bit. And then we're going to go and check out Arts of Labor. In fact, we'll do that first because here's somebody who subscribes to the channel. Never gave them a proper shout out. So let's go do it. Is it Art of Labor? Wait a minute. I need to remember what your name is exactly. I mean, I read it all the time, but I should remember. Where are you, buddy? Where are you? Arts of Labor. Yeah, Arts of Labor. Arts of Labor. Let's go give you a shout out to your channel. There it is there. This guy has a channel, and why not give the person a shout out? 3.38 thousand subscribers. I don't want to use your stuff.
We come from cities near and far. We've got Canadian.
And that's kind of cool. We've got what we have here is a channel which helps sort of lower income people understand and talks about. I don't know. He told me last night, and it was really interesting. And I think that there's something interesting to be said there about that one. So I'm just giving you a proper shout out. And then there was the other one. What was it called? Pension Craft, was it? May I suggest? Pension Craft. Pension Craft. There we go. Pension Craft. Who is this dude?
Hi, I'm Romin, and welcome to this Pension Craft YouTube channel. Now,
Hi.
let me just tell you a bit about who I am and my background. So, for many years, I worked as a strategist at an investment bank. And I think what really sets me apart from the other YouTubers out there who talk about investment is that I have that professional background. And my goal is to make you a better investor and make you a more professional investor. And it really doesn't matter whether you've just started out.
Sounds good. I like this guy so far. Let's bring up Reverse Rico's Rocket. All right, cool.
There have been several news stories recently about reverse repo rates and how they've spiked to all-time highs. So in this video, we're going to look at whether those stories are true, what the reasons behind that spike might be, but also the consequences for markets and how it's likely to play out. The blue line here, that's how much money the US government has with the Fed. And when the pandemic hit, they drummed up a huge amount of cash in that account in order to have the stimulus programs, which...
Cool. Yeah, I would do one with him. He seems like a good guy. I like it. I like it. You can tell, can't you? Right. I'll drop that a like while I'm here. I thought his ad was funny. So we go check out my ad again. The advert on his channel. His advert on his channel. He's going for that thing. I've tried stuff like that in the past on my channel, but I ended up ultimately going with this instead. Where's my channel ad? Ah, darn. Do I not get to see my channel ad because I'm me? That would make sense, wouldn't it? That's cool. I can find it anyway. My channel ad. Here it is. Waves. Hey, hey. Nice stuff at the Rocky Outcrop show. Have you got a cup of tea? I don't have one of my own, but I've got water in a bottle. I like all these stocks, and you know I'm gonna hodl hedgy wedgies. That's my channel ad. Right. Weirdo. That's right. Yes, I am. Love it. Okay. It's existential. Overlapping of audiences is a good angle. Hedge helps both YouTubers get their names out there. It's hard. It's tough to find anyone worthwhile if you search stocks on YouTube. They buried them. Yeah, that guy's probably trying really, really hard over there all the time. Actually, then, but, ding, ding, ding. That was a great man. That was great, man. There, old knowledge. Yeah, that totally. I love that little ditty. Yeah, I love it too. It's just, you know what I'm like. You've watched the channel long enough. It's just me, right? Just my brain forced me to do it. I wasn't kind of doing it consciously. Made it up. I liked that older guy that was shared on Discord, Jay Ingram. Yeah, Jay Ingram. Let's go give Jay Ingram a shout out. Jay Ingram. Oh shit, the markets have opened. We'll get back around to doing that in just a second, right? We'll continue on with YouTube shout out of the week in a wee bit. But I'll just start. Look at that continuation. Is it getting? No, that was yesterday's. Have markets opened? Yeah, they have. Where is this traded? BZX. What's the BZX again? Whatever, who cares? And we're going to look at GME. How are you starting? Oh, starting down here, 195. Well, we could have guessed that looking at the pre-market prices and whatever. So obviously weakness. We want to see this coming back up above 199. It's just doing its thing. It's doing its thing because I mean, people are going to want to know why. And there's very little volume here at the minute, as you can see, continuing to diminish down the way, and it's just floating along with people wanting to get discounts on it, and nobody really coming in and passionately selling it down the way. So the prices are moving along here without volume itself pushing them in that direction. When people talk about how they want volume to come in whenever they they say, "Oh yes, the prices are moving, and I want to see the volume coming in here." Oh yes, that's excellent. Volume's there. That's great. That is the good thing. That's great. That's good. They often kind of think that it's volume which is pushing the price, and it's actually that it's having lots of volume means that, of course, that you're taking a lot of orders off the order book and pushing up, and it's a harder, more worthwhile endeavor. Whereas when you've got low volume and the prices still move, you know, that's totally possible. People think that can't happen. So you get a lot of people saying like, "Oh, why are the prices moving, etc.? The volume's so low. Why is the price moving?" As if you need to as if volume is fuel inside your car, and the price going from one price to the next is you driving your car the entire way, and you need volume to get there. Well, that's entirely not true, because price is a teleporting machine. Teleports anywhere it wants to go. It's purely and exclusively controlled by bid and ask prices. And that's it. So, and those can change without anything having happened at all. Hence gaps and everything else on charts. Somebody just did something. Let's just check it out here because they want to miss that. Andy A donated. Thank you. It's a pitsy teeny weeny. Short head funds are losing tenties. Apes are strong. Hedgies weak. Diamond hands greater than these dirty, evil thieves. Nice one, man. Nice one. Good tune. So anyway, this has just turned green. Oh, what? Yeah, apes will win. They will lose. Tendies land via rocket cruise. Change the world. The apes will do. Ha ha ha. The hedgy thieves are going to lose. Diamond hands, baby. Andy. Wow, good stuff, buddy. Good stuff. Nice one. Highly enjoyable. Yeah, this has just turned green. Cool. Okay, nothing much happening. It's not much volume, nothing like that. But of course, you don't need volume to change the prices around. So you might see then, of course, if the prices get to a certain area, that's when the volume kicks in, and then maybe the prices don't even go past that area, despite the volume kicking in, and it took no volume to get to that area. So in a sense, really, all I'm really saying here is that I want to see the prices go back up above 198, 190, or 199. Let's just call it 200 so we can make it easy on ourselves. That's what I'm looking for. AMC, wrong one. AMC Entertainment Holdings, not good, right? So it wasn't looking good with the close yesterday, but right, come down here, not looking good. Now, that's okay. We were talking about this before in terms of how this thing here lines up. We could do it with that style where I do what do you call it, like what did I call this? Lightsaber TA when I was drunk that time. Let's do some lightsaber TA. Vroom. Now you could say that this is the kind of the breakout from that section, because of course we pushed down, came back up, retested it, and came down again so far. You could say that. Then of course, what would you be looking for in terms of this thing? Let's just look at it. I mean, I'm not bearish on this, by the way, but anyway, let's look at it and see the realities of it. Because there's no point in saying and not doing that, right? Let's just do it properly. Whoop. I know. That's that sort of. I know. It's terrible. It's not. That's crazy, right? But that's what you'd be kind of thinking there. I don't know. I don't like the idea of that measured move coming in here. I obviously like the idea instead of it finding a bounce to 35 if it's going to go down the way here. Not looking that great. As you can see, that so far there's hardly any volume. That's a 24-hour time frame, 50-minute time frame. Still same sort of thing. There's more volume now than there has been in the previous 15 minutes. Not going to show you anything. Start of the day though. Right, so you can see that in the 4-hour time frame that so far, it's been not as much as what there was in the previous 4 hours. So it's not like we've done tons. Whereas the 15-minute time frame shows you that, of course, we did quite a lot more than we had in the previous 15 minutes. Yeah, it's not massive volume, but it's too early to say. It's kind of the point that I'm making there. You'd need to see it as being decent volume on at least a decent time frame. I mean, when we saw good volume the other day on GME, that was obvious on all time frames immediately because it was good enough and all that. This isn't of that nature as yet, but yeah. Okay, so we're going to have to come up with some other ideas. Let's look then at this one with Bollinger Bands on. Teeny wee, and I'm going back over to the chat in a second. I need to make my screen better so I can read the chat all the time. Yeah, that's what I need. Excellent. Good morning, my simian friends. Good to see you, KT. Good to see you, my friend. Right, yeah. Okay, so let's bring up the Bollinger Band. Bollinger Bands. By the way, I'm still not convinced that this has gone past fake out territory. I like to talk about patterns all the time because they, as I say, they express a story. Makes it so that you're essentially what you're talking about with your technical analysis is much more succinct, providing that you're talking to somebody who understands what you're talking about. And all that sort of stuff. But instead, I'm more concerned with just generally speaking, pivot points in the markets and highs and lows, etc. Diagonal lines rather unreliable. So like it's we're kind of seeing, are we going to have body closures below the 142 area or wherever that comes in at? That would be, let's try this Alt H thing. There you go. You do something like that. And yeah, so we obviously don't want to see them dropping down past that because that's the market structure area, and really this is just the same thing that we've lived through already. If we do go down past that zone, you could be talking about an Adam and Eve, but then there's a debate as to whether or not it would be more like more like that, where this is your kind of your line, or here, well, naturally you'd be looking at this line really, and you'd be saying that your first sort of TP1 on this, if you were looking at this as a negative thing, would be down at that second line. Nevertheless, negative start to the day today. That's what it is. It's what it is. It is what it is, right? Cool. Where's my 200 simple moving average, by the way? All the way down there. Yeah. What about in the 24-hour time frame? Yeah. Exactly. So that's the dichotomy that we're looking at. So where I want to see a bounce coming in at is going to be 43. Yeah, I know. Sucks, right? Sucks because the prices are 46 at the minute, and 43's another sort of 8%, 7% down for that, if that happens. How's GME faring? Hopefully it's all green over there. No, it's not. Okay, so life. Oh, life. Oh, life. Oh, life. Oh, aye, the Bollinger Bands. Thanks for reminding me. Completely forgot what I was going to do there. What chart was I on? I was going to do it on the AMC chart. Let's see. Let's get me the Bollinger Bands up. Right, I was working around there slowly to getting rid of those things. Bollinger Bands. So if we were to have seen the prices push outside of the Bollinger Bands, then there'd be a really distinct chance of them coming back in again here. 4-hour time frame. Wow. So one of my sort of I don't want to be complacent, I don't want to be nonchalant, but there's a 95% chance that in the next 4 hours that we'll at the very least get a test of where this band of the Bollinger Bands is. That will probably drop down a bit as well. I mean, almost certainly because we're down here now, so almost certainly. And yeah, in fact, you know what would be kind of nifty with the Bollinger Bands would be a predictive next step on the Bollinger Band. That's something to make. There's an indicator to make, by the way. The Bollinger Bands are exceedingly useful, but when you're looking at your next area on the Bollinger Band, it'd be nice to be able to tell, given the prices are here, that the moving average will move down like this, that this thing here will move down like this, and that this thing here will move up like this. Although, where your upper line is on the Bollinger Bands when you're talking about this is almost irrelevant. In my opinion. Of course, if you like to look for sort of squeezes and bulges, etc. on them, that's totally fine. That's a way of using these things. Sometimes I wish that TradingView would let me do a smooth line. That's the idea. Anyway, look, at any given time with Bollinger Bands, when you push right outside the area, what are the chances that you're going to actually get continuation outside of this? So let's go back and take a look at that. We'll use this chart for just now to do it, for doing it. Let's go back. Let's find a time when we were outside of them. Oh, here, and we came back down, and then we came back into them again thereafter. And then over here, we came back down, and we went up after. But you can see immediately following on from being outside of it, we hit off the band. The next candle, we hit off the band. Next candle, we hit off the band. It happens so often on 2 standard deviations away from a 20-period moving average. It just happens so often. Here's one where it didn't actually get a touch onto the band itself, but it got so close, at that point. Aiming down, you'd have been saying, well, here's your band down here at this point, 45. It's going to fly up into the 55 region. The prices will probably drop back down. They came back down to 57, having been up at 72. So that was extreme price movements, but it still did it almost, that's the unusual. And you talk about it happens 95% of the time. Well, there's your 5% anyway. So let's look back and see if it happened again. Went outside the Bollinger Band, came back down. We're touching it again pretty soon. So it's actually unusual there that it wasn't touching it immediately, but there you go. Looking back, outside the Bollinger Band here, came back, wicked down and touched it there. Then we went on a bit more. Here, pushed outside the Bollinger Band, wicked down and touched it again there in the next candle. Outside the Bollinger Band, wicked down, we touched it again there in the next candle. Did it there on that one. I mean, it's a 95% chance. So, I mean, if I keep going back down the way here, then we're going to see it an awful lot. Maybe not perfectly every single time. Whatever. You get the general idea. So how are we looking for this to shape up in the next wee while? Something that I'll be interested in. Will we be tracing this towards the downside? That's something that I'll be looking at today with regards to with this movement. And then let's jump on over to GME and see if we're in or outside of it. Outside of it right now. This is just one way of using the Bollinger Bands, but because we're pushing at these extreme zones, the question is, will we trace them or will we move back towards the median line? Because the reversion to the mean strategy right now would take us outside towards the top end of that ascending triangle, and that would be very bullish in a sense if we reverted to the mean right now. A reversion just up back into the Bollinger Bands themselves would be at least retesting this triangle area. Continuation, we'd be seeing us going down the way towards those lower targets. We're at 189 at the minute. So on our way to 170. I'm not going to, like I said at the start of the show, I'm not going to tell anybody not to buy at any point between here and 177, because 177 isn't guaranteed to happen. It's just, it isn't. I haven't even looked close enough at it to say that that's the specific number that I'm looking for. I didn't even do that. I didn't even look for specific numbers, etc. Really. Wonder if TradeSpotting's live. Hope he's going live soon. But that's it. But the ideal price point to get it would be down here. That would be ideal. Now that we've started this off, I want to wait until that happens, right? If it turns around and goes back up, then maybe it will test these areas, but I'll still wait for confirmation, etc. Because we could easily begin tracing that down the way, and 177 would then be your buy price at the minute. Pushing on beyond that, again, different story. But I'm just looking at what would be the best buy price. In terms of the next step risk to reward, will it be there if it happens? Actually, the M says buying now. You see, totally, that's fine. I want to see it. I want to, right? But I don't really operate on a want basis. So this little region here, looking back over to the left. Well, bringing up the VP, making the VPVR be on screen. In fact, it's kind of like this jumps out here. It doesn't jump out massively, but you can see from this bar here going out the way, that's the larger one, and it's just like this where we're at now, sure, and then this little gap here. I'm only talking about the difference of $10 anyway, so I don't think anybody's going to lose sleep over it. I don't think so. Minner says, hoping to learn whether fib retrace on GME monthly 07 highs to 20 lows is valid or invalid, and why. Rocket Outcrop, thanks so much for your... Right, no problem. And for this, we'll take up the bigger screen. And what did you say? 0720. 0720. So we're going to need to bring up the monthly chart first off. Monthly chart 07 to 20. Where's monthly? 1M. M. There we have it. M. Auto. 07 highs in here down to the lows in 20. I don't want to lose my wee piece of art, but I might end up having to. Oh, by the way, just straight off the top of my head, I mean, yes, it's valid, but hold on though. It depends on what exactly you mean by valid at that point. Okay. See, when it comes to tracing, this is what I mean by tracing, and you can see it. We came up here, and then we came up towards the top, pushed outside, came back down, went up. This is tracing it beautifully, always staying on the band. And then, we came back in a bit, up, down, tracing along nicely, whoomp down the way, and then, and whatever, tracing it here in that section of time for quite a while. And moved up, whoomp up the way, huge difference. Why have I've got it, yeah, huge difference. And then maybe could we be tracing it? If we did pull back down, then of course, that would suck. But we'll cover all those bridges if we need to, when we need to. Yeah, so I'm going to have to ditch my drawings. It's sad. There goes the art. And here goes the Bollinger Band as well. Don't need that on the screen. So you were asking if it's valid. Where was it? This one here, March 7. So, yep. Down here. And that's what you're looking at. So, first off, you're looking at a chart. This could be any time frame. And you're seeing something like this. And you want to do some sort of measurement. You're seeing something like this. Right? We're seeing... You're seeing something... Ah, damn it. You're seeing something like this. Right, if this is your chart, then it's what you're looking at is going to be, where are we from these highs to these lows? Like what would be, obviously, we've moved back up a little bit here. Has that been enough? And what would you measure it in from? And the most obvious place to do it from, and generally speaking, that's going to be, well, I say obvious, but it's not obvious, is it? The best place to do it from will be from your market highs to market lows. I mean, you're looking at your all-time highs to all-time lows. You're looking at the monthly chart, and if you can see here, as we can, so obviously there's an all-time high and all-time low. That's where you would do it from. So that would be the first thing, and it's very, very valid to do that. Then you'd be looking at it from wick to wick. Why? Because the body up here and the differential between the body and the wick is so tiny, and if you've got a choice, you either go from body to body or wick to wick. Now, I almost always go wick to wick, as does Jamie. Other people do things differently. That's fine. But let's go. Whatever. But yeah, so that's that. We're above the 236 at this point. Back then we were above the 236, and you'd be like, oh, beautiful, and you'd be looking up for at least, to see the prices going up towards $20 or something like that. This was back then. Okay, this was back then. So this is like, what's the need for fundamentals or anything like that? If we can sustain prices above 554, so that's where kind of like you're hoping to buy it at, then we'll be able to go up towards those higher prices. So then, of course, you get a roughly in at your buy price here. It was 589, so whatever. Came down a bit. It was, continues on up the way. Came to the golden pocket, had an inflection, but then it just continued to skyrocket up the way. At this point, then we've gone up and we've broken outside of it, and we actually came back down again. I hit that button an awful lot of times, it seems, or something. I don't know what I did there. We actually came back down again, having come up off of this high price point, which is what, the 1618, and then down again, and then up, and yeah, this is the Fibonacci. So yeah, it's not only is it valid, it's the Fibonacci. Scrolling up the way to see where our next potential target would be at. Well, if you saw the prices coming in at 11,385, you'd be like, "Oh right, that was the Fibonacci." That was the Fibonacci. And then if you were looking up the way here and you saw it eventually went up to something like 357, went up to 3,575,310, then you'd be like, yeah, that was the 4.1414 on the Fibonacci, etc. So like that is, yeah, it is. How are we doing over here? It'd be so sad if we never made it to 177 after having spent such like a long time talking about it, etc. over the last wee while, because whatever. But I don't think it'd be that sad in the sense that at least we spent time talking about it as being a thing. And I also said I wouldn't be wanting to buy it in these regions. Essentially 199 down the way. I don't want it at 195. And that I'd rather buy it at 200 than 195, and I made that case quite clear. Then it says, I don't want it at 189. I don't want it at 187, 86. Now we're at 185. We're getting a lot closer to that 177 region. It gets a lot. It's like that timer. It's like, well, so long. When I was just looking there at the Fibonacci, it's like, well, so long as it could come back down to 550. Well, it went down to 589. And then up to $400, etc. So that should be looking at. Minner, thanks so much. That's really appreciated. Cheers, buddy. So yeah, cool, nice one. Oh, Xbit, thanks so much, man. Cheers, looking good, bro. That guy, yes, we're getting crushed. It happens, says Matt Raff, and you're right. Party puppy, morning peeps, morning Pete's. Prop not selling is a good idea. Just hodl. That's what people be doing. Rocky, good morning, good afternoon. That's right. Cheers, Eddie. It's good afternoon over here. Chris K, the Fib baby. Whoop whoop, the Fib baby. Party puppy says howdy, Eddie. I say howdy, Eddie too. Feisty goats, good to see you, Feisty goats. Hope you're doing well. You're talking to a newbie. At newbie, I wish. What did newbie say? Newbie says, anyone else hear the bagpipes? I hear them. Oh, newbie, you're hearing my bagpipes. Gosh, that's annoying for you. Sorry about that. Is that okay? Shall I leave them? I'll not fix it. I'll leave it. Scotland. Welcome to Scotland. Although it is a bit frustrating. I'm going to have to figure out how to stop that. I think I'll buy myself secondary glazing. Anyway, yeah. So what did you say back to him? What was that? Feisty Goats was saying. Where's Feisty Goats? Where's Feisty Goats? Where are you hiding? Where are you hiding in there? Where are you hiding? Why am I so blind? Why are you hiding? I wish it's been too long since I've heard piping, let alone good piping. I'll help you out with that, buddy. Yeah, there we go. By the way, the guy stopped playing and I was all yapping, saying, "Oh, I've gone to that effort. I'll try and do it." You could probably guess. Anyway, I'll stick over there and see if you can hear anything. Right. So there's some. That isn't very good. I'll say that I've heard much, much better piping. Much, much better piping. Of course I have. Gosh, I've even heard the World Championship pipers. But I can do it. I can get you. I could get it right out the window and you could hear it properly. Will not, though, eh? Always willing to try something for the folks watching along. That was a bit crap. Yeah, I've done better things in my YouTube history, but I was trying there. Maybe just the next time for you, since if it's something that you want, I'll take the next time I see an actually good piper outside. I'll take a wee video of them or something. I can play it on stream. Aw, Nibby, you're welcome. At least you get to hear what's actually happening on the streets outside. That's just the way it is in Scotland. There's always that sort of thing on the go. Cool. Right, nice one. Bounced off 177. Did it do it? Did it do it? Did it do it? How did it do it? My work here is done. Am I right? Am I right? I'm just going to bring up the charts full screen over here. Zoom on in a wee bit. There you have it. There you have it. There you have it. 177.77. 177.77. That's incredible, isn't it? It's incredible. People might watch along at the minute might be thinking, why is he so stunned? Or whatever. Fair enough if you think that. Wow. Just a second here. I know all of the bagpipe tunes. Fuck me, where's this thing? Where is this thing? How do I get this thing? That sucks, that's annoying as. Just a second here. Sorry, I'm just trying to sort something out in the background. Hope you don't mind. It's frustrating. People can probably guess what I'm trying to do right now, but I don't like talking about this sort of thing, so I'll not talk about it. This here thing is annoying me at the minute. Just now. That's how I do that. Well, yeah. Wish I'd known that earlier. Cool. Right. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm just a bit perplexed. The thing about it is that I've invented the very best indicator that's ever existed in the world of trading. I didn't invent it myself personally. I didn't invent it myself personally. In terms of the maths that have gone into working this out in the background, because it's the DMI, of course. But it does seem legitimately like I've understood this indicator better than anybody since the guy that actually invented it, and then actually added to the way that people understand it in the body of knowledge of this thing in a way that hasn't been done since it was published in the very first instance. I don't want to blow smoke up my own arse. I'd rather remain humble about it. But Jeff Smith, if you want to know, will tell you the details about that one, I suppose, for example, or whatever. I'm just shocked. I've done the. I'm sorry. I know that I'm not being very coherent at the minute, but I'm just aware of the fact that I've done the best technical analysis that anybody has ever done in the world, ever, and it's hard to kind of process that right now because it's all been done live. It's not like something that and I all talked about and documented with people. It's not like something that can be thing. Anyway, so right. Anyway, that's cool. Feeling pretty good about stuff. I'm going to have to move on to some other chart because I can't really think about that at the minute. In fact, no, I'm not going to have to move on. So no, screw it. Just back to the chat. Just back to the chat. Back to the chat. Sorry. Worthy is life. Rocky Outcrop's DMI is the best indicator in the world. Well, just recently added DMI to their indicators. Yeah, cool, man. Totally. It's going to be the same. It's just like. It's just like. I've invented something, okay? In the world, I've added to the world of technical. Yeah, it's good. It's a good feeling. 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 It's good. It's good. It's good. It's really good. It's really good. I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea. Got a choice now, everybody, by the way. Either I can make it so that we're the only people, us, the people who are watching now and have been watching this channel for the last wee while, are the only people in the world who know about this thing, right? And stop telling people, and we could be an exclusive club. We're the only ones who know about this thing, which works, which works really, really well, right? Yeah. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen in technical analysis in my life. I could make it so it's private, or I could continue to keep giving it away for free. I don't know. Genuinely don't know what to do. Genuinely don't know what to do. Like, my entire body and being tells me to keep giving it away for free. But I know. I mean, I'm not going to charge people, and that it's not about charging people. It's about whether or not I propagate that information out there into the world, or not anymore. Now that I know that it's true, and I've proven it, and it's the most powerful indicator that's ever been discovered by anybody ever. Well, originally the DMI was the most. I mean, J. Wells Wilder Jr. And in the opening paragraph to the bit in the book where he's talking about the DMI for the first time, he says that it was the most amazing experience whenever he discovered that. And I was like, that's so funny because he's a mathematician and I'm a trader. I wonder how I'd feel. Well, I feel exactly the same. But it was him that did all the work. It's him that did all of the work. I don't deserve any of the credit, really. I just kind of looked at what he'd done, standing on the shoulders of giants. But I'm amazed. And I think it's a real thing. And maybe I'm crazy right now. But I think maybe I should stop telling the entire world about it because it's too good. Guitar outside, thanks so much. That's really generous of you. Jay, thanks so much. Welcome to our support. Thanks so much. It's really generous of you. Really kind of you. Such kind people. Back in a sec. That's how long it takes to make a cup of tea, by the way. None of this putting your tea bag in for 3 minutes BS. Nah, you don't do that. Not if you drink tea every day all the time. That's not how it works. You got to be quicker than that. Also, you need to have fingers that can put into boiling water without getting burnt, so you can just lift your tea bag out the cup, like look around you with the egg. That's what you got to do if you want to drink tea a lot. Yes. What happened there? We had another person. All right, Lightning. Good to see you, Lightning, man. Let's go. LFF and F and G. A lot of people have been dead happy. The Common 8 has been dead happy to see the prices come back down to 177. I really want to see us get support here. Oh, that's AMC. AMC is right on that first line, by the way, at $41. I'm just wanting to show. I'll just show people real quick. Oh, this is where we're down at the minute. I want to see us, we can wick below it. I want to see us getting bodies closing above it, okay? That's what we want for that one. That line's at 43.55 or something like that. 43, let's just call it, yeah, 43.43. That's what we'll call it. Or 43.34. How about that? That's what we'll call it. We want to see bodies closing above that. And if we go down the way, then we're aiming towards 35.86 next, okay? But I want to see the bounces here. This is what we were anticipating when the prices had kind of been crap below this box this morning. That's what we put in, saying, right, okay, wicks below it, back up again, that's no problem. GME over here, I'm going to check these things in a second. I wonder if it's just repeating. 180. Okay, cool. So we've done it all right. We've fulfilled what we needed to fulfill. It's all part and parcel of the potential cup with handle. People at this stage, of course, because the prices have moved down, are going to be worried about as to whether or not we have completely destroyed the cup with handle formation. It's not completely destroyed yet. See, moving average 1, that's the red one. I'll leave it on the charts and I'll take the others off, and I'll change this over to 10. So that's a 10 period simple moving average, and this is the weekly chart, which means that this line here is looking back over the period of the last 10 weeks. Now, if we actually close out this week below this moving average, then it's not so good, right? It's not so good. It becomes, at that stage, it becomes less likely to happen. Okay, at that stage, it becomes less likely to happen. What we're looking at now, though, is that we're starting off the day midweek, and this is the way that it works for market makers. We've pushed it down after a negative week, and it got to Wednesday, and it's about the middle of the day, things might start to turn around. And then by Friday, we close above $202. Maybe actually, to be fair, because of this thing, the trajectory on it, is this week though, but it's fine. But if we were to do that, then yeah. So, we're looking at it and saying if we can close above 208, 209 next week, then next week, but this week 221, 22, then it's also like looking really good. What is that? I can't believe people will be donating. Is my thing broken? What? Wow. That's so lovely. What? I was covering up on the screen. Wow. Wow. Dan Weldo, thank you so much. D Hands, thank you so much. Better Call Saul, thank you so much. Thomas Munt, thank you so much. Ari, thank you so much. Brave DeLorean Buck, thank you so much. Yeti Eddie, thank you so much. Matt Raff, thank you so much. Daniel Peacock, thank you so much. Justin Pangla, thank you so much. Justin Pangia, thank you so much. A double extra shout out to Guitar Outside earlier on, who become an early supporter plus. Ricardo D Rios, you just subscribed. Well, thanks so much. Anyway, Jay, you became one as well. Thank you so much. That's just amazing. That's so amazing. What's happening? Thank you so much. It's still happening. Thank you so much. Che, thank you so much. Champion, thank you so much. 9 down 13, thank you so much. Michael E, thank you so much. Observe thyself. Christy, thanks so much. Key Win, thank you so much. Cami, thank you so much. Nathan Alec, thank you so much. Nathan Tiddy, thank you so much. I am not a cat, thank you so much. Kimmy Yo, thank you so much. Party Puppy, thank you so much. Adam McConnell, thank you so much. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Thank you so much. Rich Jacob, thank you so much. Emodog, thank you so much. J Stonks, thank you so much. Alex, thank you so much. Jeff Casey, thank you so much. Hutch H, thank you so much. Ape Huddle, thank you so much. Michael K, thank you so much. Lux Life, great work, mate. Thank you so much. Jay, long time video lurker. Missed the stash. Yeah, we all missed the stash a wee bit. But I get less drips on my jumper from it running from tea running down my face and dripping on my jumper these days. So that's a bit better. Jamie's videos are popping up on our Superstonk UK. Oh, there's a Superstonk UK. I mod from here. No US mods, but they're not Jamie's uploads. What? One mod from here, no US mods, but they're not Jamie's uploads. Other people are doing it. Wow, that's cool. That's cool that there is that. I actually honestly didn't know that there was that. Patio face, thank you so much. Clemens, well, I'm I'm losing it over here. Patio face, thank you so much. Clemens, well. Clements Violator? I don't know. I don't want to mispronounce your name. Violator. You might be Dutch. Driver down. Thank you so much. Mike as well. Thank you so much. Richard Burke. Wow. Wonder if you're related to me in some way. Thanks so much, man. Funk. Wow. Thank you so much. Carpees Brigade, thank you so much. Miles Cooper, thank you so much. Trade Spotted! Trade Spotted did it as well. Thank you so much. Nick Carr, thank you so much. Chris Chambers, thank you so much. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Thank you so much. Paul B, $25. You rock. Wizard of Moas. Vic Vince. Wizard of Moas. Katie Babes. This is long overdue. So happy for you. Congrats. 1999. Luke Spears. 6969. Daniel Assange, $100. Since finding you and Jamie, I have been trading confidently and making much more money. I just made some option trades based on your 177 bounce prediction. Thank you, and here's your cut. Thank you so much. That's so generous of you. That's so generous of you. Newbie, thank you so much. Kyle, thanks for the rockets look, by the way. And the 6969. Newbie, thank you so much. Kyle Hall Brown, thank you so much. Finesse Finance, man, thanks so much. Molly Jacobus, thank you so much. Amber, thank you so much. Christy Christ, thank you so much. Dan Ernst, thank you so much. Stan Smith, thank you. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Stan. £5. Thank you, man. It's really generous of you. Kim Robbins, $19.99. Thank you so much. Not even putting a message in. It's really, really, really nice of you. This is one of the best moments of my life. And I wish I looked good for it. I wish I was handsome right now. This is easily one of the best moments of my life. Bob P, thank you so much. That's so generous of you. Paula, $10. You're the best. You're the best, Paula. That's amazing. Dreamer Jedry is becoming a member. Thank you so much. David Laverne's become a member. Thank you so much. Jason Moore has become a member. Thank you so much. L. Baker Matthews has become a member. Thank you so much. Alex Baker has become a member. Thank you so much. Matt donated $5 through Super Chat. Thank you so much. Adrian, he jumped away again. Sorry, hold on a second. Adrian CDN is subscribed. You're welcome to the family, matey. Ms. A has become a member, early supporter. Janine W has become a member, early supporter plus. Thank you so much. Kevin, cheers for subscribing, Dylan. Kevin Burner donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Thank you so much, man. That's super appreciated. Thank you so much. Canadian Ape has become a member. Kevin King's become a member. Kevin, man. Kevin. Thanks, man. You've been a moderator here for the last while. That's so nice of you as well. T-Win has become a member, early supporter. Brady Pearl YouTube has become a member, early supporter. Brady, man, I'm gonna play your music again. Brady. Yes, you're a member as well. Yes, Brady Pearl. This guy, I'm not liking how it's not come up straight away. Oh, have I spelled it wrong? I must have spelled it wrong. Give me a second. I spelled it wrong. I know I have. Brady Pearl. Yeah, all one word in P-E-R-L. B-R-A-D-Y-P-E-R-L. Be there. Yes! Join me for this, Brady. There you go, buddy.
Give me all you got. I could never get enough. Give me one more shot. As long as it's strong enough. You left me here with no direction where to go. Hanging high and dry. You left me here with the cold winds are blowing. Well, let them howl and cry. You and me to this life that no one knows.
Wow, Alfonso, thank you so much for becoming a member, man. Matt, thanks for becoming a member. Epiphany Jones donated $9.99 through Super Chat. You deserve it all. Love bomb. Wow, this is amazing. Tony Picas donated $15 through Super Chat. You deserve all the love and praise, Rocky. Much love, brother. Ronaldo Moreno donated $19.99 through Super Chat. I love you, hermano. This is beautiful to witness. Drink it up. I love you too, Ronaldo, man. You're such a great guy. You're amazing, in fact. Wow, Jimmy's calling me.
Oh, I never
Hey, man.
got to say the things I need to say.
Hello?
I will see you
This is
on the
amazing.
other side.
I love you
Oh,
too,
I know
man.
that you are gone.
Thanks so
Don't sit
much.
and sing this song. I can feel you right here by my
No, it's Brady Pearl. He's not going to. It's Brady Pearl. He's not.
The world is still turning, the sun is still burning, even when you close
Appreciate it,
your
man.
eyes.
Thanks very much.
We're
Glad to
so
have there.
far
See ya.
away now, our hearts are still close and always open.
That was Jimmy.
You
Love you,
and
man.
me, love, never say goodbye.
It's amazing.
You and me, love, never say goodbye. Never say goodbye.
There's a link to Brady Pearl in the that's a link to Brady Pearl in the chat box. I would really appreciate it if everybody here was to do a couple of things. We've got Brady Pearl here, and I'm going to bring up Reynaldo Moreno. And I'm going to bring up anybody else, and I'd like it if you could subscribe to these people who all the time share the generosity of their kind spirits with the world and their creativity, and they deserve much love. Much love. And I'm going to also drop in Tony Wright's video as well, his channel. There's Tony. He loves playing music too and doing TA, and he's a great guy. They're all people that you can subscribe to that I put links into in the chat. I'm sure there's many more people that deserve it, but I really want them to have that. I want them to have subscribers because they deserve it. I'm gonna put on Diamond Hands just to feel good for a second here. I mean, I feel good anyway, but
You've got your mind made up. Ain't nothing to see. Wondering why I'm smiling, looking like I'm dumb money. See, I've earned my chips, screaming pain. All the while fighting your denial like I don't ever see it the game.
this is the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me. One of the most amazing things that's ever happened to me, and that in my life. So I really massively appreciate everybody right now, and I'm going to continue reading out the saying thanks to people for all of this. So thank you. I was the last time I think I'd said one was Ronaldo that put in that. I love your man. It's beautiful. Drink it up. Miles Cooper, thanks for subscribing. Adam, thanks for becoming a member, an early supporter. Cryptic Ghost, thank you so much for becoming an early supporter. The credits on this are going to be the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. Pedro Devora, cheers from El Paso, Texas. Oh wow, quality. Thanks so much, man. Thank you so much, Pedro. Alan Freely donated $4.99. What have I missed? I feel like I need to get in on it regardless. Keep up the good work, Rocky. Thank you so much, Alan. Jeff Smith, integrity and hard work, much deserved. We got you it up. Thanks, Jeff, man. $5. $5. The guy who I was speaking to privately a few weeks ago about the 177 target that I had and the basis for it and why, and me kind of come up with this indicator that would work for people, stuff like that. Just something that would be interesting. Wow. Adam Hogan, thank you so much for becoming an early supporter. Dylan Hawley, thank you so much for becoming an early supporter as well. It's so amazing. Marty V has become a member, early supporter. Thank you so much, man. You're so generous and kind. Thank you for sharing your design skill with me. Mr. Perfect donated $20. My man, Mr. Perfect. Thank you. You're my man. Amir Nasser, thank you so much, man. Shukran, thank you so much. Love you too, man. Thank you so much. Observe thyself, donated $9.99. My name is Sasha, not Christy. Shit, I thought you said your name was Christy once. I'm so sorry for that. I've been making that mistake a lot. Wrong a lot. I know who you are. I'm so sorry. I'm embarrassed. I've been making that mistake a lot. Thanks, Sasha. Really great to know that. Wow. Gosh. I can't, I'm so sorry for getting your name wrong. That's so hilarious. Obviously, I read it wrong in the chat one time and I just stuck with it ever since. So sad, it's so embarrassing, but okay. Iriam, you're generous with your knowledge. Thank you. $5. Thank you so much. 1337 Gaming donated $4.99. Time is the most valued thing we all have. You restore time in our lives. Thank you. Buy and hold. That's so awesome. Who's 1337 Gaming? Have you got a YouTube channel as well? 1337 Gaming. 1337 Gaming. There you are on YouTube, mate. There you are. Here's a guy who probably tries really hard all the time. Probably. 1337 Gaming. Look. Thank you so much, man. It's been a while since you've made something. If you ever get back on it again, I'll give you another shout out. But people can go and check out his stuff. There's somebody from our community there. What a wonderful guy. Thanks so much. Anybody else that's got a YouTube channel that would like me to take a look at it, please do tell me. Harriet, absolute hero, dude. Thank you so much. Oh, I've missed a couple. Vaping with Vic has subscribed. Hey, Vaping with Vic has subscribed. Thank you so much, Vaping with Vic, man. That's quality. Jennifer King Campbell has become a member, early supporter plus. That's so generous of you. You're super nice. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. It's really kind of you. It's really, really kind of you. Bright Spark became a member. Bright Spark as well. Hi, Bright Spark. Nice to see you again. H Jones, absolute hero, dude. I'm so appreciative of you and everything that you've done as well, and that I really do appreciate you, Harriet. Janine W, Rocky, you're a great person. You deserve all this happiness every day. Thanks to you and Jamie for sticking with us. We all love and need you both. Thank you so much, Janine. That's really generous of you. And you've also already become an early subscriber plus as well earlier on. M. Hobson donated $5 through Super Chat. Vin Kane donated $5 through Super Chat. About time, mate. You got recognition. Happy for you. That's so amazing. Pierre Charles Mingnot donated $5. You deserve all this, champ. Thanks so much, man. Dominic Booney's become a member, an early supporter. Jerry Blank 23 has become a member, an early supporter. Aaron Pauling donated $10 through Super Chat. Love you and that beautiful brain. That's so nice of you. T Win donated $3 through Super Chat. Sally Manter donated $25 Canadian through Super Chat. Yay, Rocky, so deserved. I'm calling 10k subs by the weekend. Excuse me? By the weekend? Is that even possible? Is that even possible? Jennifer King Campbell donated $19.99 through Super Chat. My heart can't take this. Just sitting here bawling with you. This is the best. Your heart is so good. We don't deserve your generosity, Rocky. We love you and Jamie so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. So incredibly kind of you. So incredibly kind of everybody. Mintro has become a member, an early supporter. Thank you so much. Philbo Baggins has become a member, early supporter. Philbo Baggins. JM donated $5. Amazing moment to see. Thank you so much. This is it. I'm living it. I can't believe it. This is amazing. I've never imagined this. I've never imagined this. I have no idea. I know what it's like to win a bet. I know what it's like to have a good trade. I know what it's like to score a goal in football. I know what it's like to really passionately fancy someone and eventually get to kiss them. Haha. And then maybe even make them your girlfriend. I know what it is to study hard and work hard and then eventually, maybe get some payoff on that front. And I've never been brave enough to kind of imagine that something like this would be happening, though, where people would be being so kind to me for just me being me. It's always that you need to go out there and work super hard to get things, and that. So then I thought, well, I'll work really hard at this, and I worked really hard at it for a long time, and I was up at 4:40 a.m. last night, looking at a video that I did on March 20th because Epiphany Jones had put a comment in it, and it only had 59 views, and I'd been at least a handful of those views, and so was my family, and the only person to have left a comment on the video was my dad. And then I look back and I think, wow, this content's valuable for other people, and I thought that was one of the biggest wins I'd had doing YouTube in a way, because I always think to myself, should I take my old content down? Maybe the stats on it, that it got so little views and everything, means that it hurts my channel. I don't really know. I don't know what to do. And then I see somebody get value out of it, and I think that's amazing. And I just keep trying as hard as I can. And never once had I ever imagined that I'd be sat here with this thing going on. I'm so I can't. I've got no I've not mentally prepared for any of this at all. I've not mentally prepared for any of this at all. I've spent my entire time mentally preparing for the opposite. To just go out there and do what you do every day and try hard and keep doing the good content because it comes 1 year later. This time last year, I was walking through my way to the beach with my mum up north in Scotland, and I had my YouTube stats, and I says to mum, she says to me, "Are you going to keep doing this thing? Because you never know if it'll work, and you're getting anywhere, and I'm proud of you for trying so hard." And I says, "Yeah, but it is working. It is working. It is working." I made $12 on advertising. It's my best. I made $12 on advertising, and I was having to dig deep to be proud of myself for the effort put in, because I made $12. It was my best ever day. It was my best ever day on YouTube at that point. And then 2 months later, YouTube completely stopped me from getting any views whatsoever, and then I wasn't making any money at all again anymore. And I thought, oh, so my peak was $12, and that I never at all did I think that I'd be sat here a year later, and people would be being so kind and generous to me, and to be so kind and generous in that. It's like, it's so amazing. 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 Anyway, like I say, I was completely not mentally prepared for this moment at all, because I spent the entire time, since that walk to the with my mum, I've had to kind of dig deep. I've got health conditions as well. It makes it kind of sometimes a bit hard to. It's somewhat kind of like embarrassing, sort of not nice stuff, and it makes it difficult to sometimes do stuff like get out and about and walk around. So there's me walking with my mum, and we had to go back to the house early afterwards because I got sick. and then this is happening a year later. I'm so like, anyway. Philbo Baggins, thank you so much, man. JM, you donated $5. Amazing moment to see. Amazing moment to be a part of. Mining Boom donated $5 through Super Chat. Thanks, Rocky. Thanks, man. Trayspotting donated £20 through Super Chat. Thanks, Jimmy, man. Elok Singh Daddy has subscribed. Bob B has become a member. Bob P has become a member, early supporter plus. Rick Freeman's become a member, early supporter. Alex has become a member, early supporter. Kind B, you're so kind. You are, really. You donated $5 through Super Chat. Way to go, Rocky. Congrats. Thank you so much. Aaron Pauling's become a member. Thanks, man. Thanks, Aaron Pauling. He ain't Breaking Bad. He's been Aaron Pauling. He's been Aaron Pauling his before Aaron Paul even thought to get going. Thank you so much, man. Bargains Guard number 2 has become a member. Thank you so much. Cosmic Lightning Warrior has become a member. Early supporter plus. Fuck, you're generous, man. Really nice guy. What we're going to do here, we're going to bring up Cosmic Lightning. If you've not seen Cosmic Lightning Warrior, let's show you. I'm going to just introduce you to somebody here. If you haven't seen him already, this guy is a hero, not to me just alone, but of course to hundreds of millions of people in the Andromeda galaxy. He was struck by lightning one day, and then he found himself many light years away from space, having to defeat the Garlachians. Now, the people there, they know him, they appreciate him. They build 100,000 feet solid gold statues in his honor everywhere. But people on Earth, what with the distance between us, don't know all about him. So here's a guy, Cosmic Lightning Warrior, and he is absolutely worth some of your attention. I just popped the chat, put it in the chat there. A little bit time delay there, so you might not see it. That's amazing. Wait a minute, this is it. This is also my highest viewers I've ever had as well. The highest viewers I've ever had on the channel. The highest viewers I've ever had on the channel at one time. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody. This is such an amazing record-breaking moment. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Cosmic Lightning Warrior. Thank you, TradeSpotting. Thank you, absolutely everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Sweet Carlos became a member. Thank you, man. JCISM3 or I5M3 donated $35 through Super Chat. Congrats on a great day. You deserved it. Vincent Remote subscribed. Matt donated $5. I've been spending my mornings with you and Jamie for a month now, and I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you, Matt, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. That's amazing. You know, I've had a few friends in life called Matt. And I'm a big fan of the Wheel of Time book series, and there's a character in there called Matt. And there's a guy actually who's really great guy who does videos in the Wheel of Time called Matt Hatch, who I really like as well. I've never met somebody called Matt that I wasn't actually friends with. It's really nice. It's nice to see you, Matt. Thanks very much. I've got a positive feeling every time I read that name. Sham B subscribed. Grow Like the Wind donated $5. Thank you so much. Cosmic Lightning Warrior donated $20 through Super Chat. Love you, man. Love you too, Cosmic Lightning, man. Great guy. CC donated $24.99 through Super Chat. Thank you so much. Dave the Gamer donated £5 through Super Chat. Good on you, mate. Good on you, mate, man. Thanks so much. Jordan Noteware subscribed. Thanks, man. Frostcrace donated $12.01. That's funny. Through Super Chat. $12 plus 1. Yeah. How did you do that? I didn't even know that you... I did. All right. Kim Zayas donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Ricky's 1992 has become a member, early supporter. Thank you so much, Ricky, man. Ricky Z. Tom Wojtala. Tom Wojtala. I'm almost certainly not saying Tim. Well, I should have said your first name right. No excuses on that front. Tim Wojtala, thanks so much, man. Become an early supporter. Thank you so much. Chris K donated £5 through Super Chat. Love your earlier vids. Don't take them down, please. No, I'll not take them down. I'll leave them up. You all deserve it. and everything. It's like an anthropological record. If you want to know what happened at any time over in cryptocurrencies over the last year, you can go back and look. And if you want to learn stuff, then you can go back and look. If you want to know about pivot points in markets, and you can look on the charts, you can say, oh, that was really interesting. What happened over there on April the 7th or whatever. You can then go and then like look up the date and see my video from the time, and you can see the TA from around there. And I swear to goodness, it'll probably be all right. You know, it'll probably be pretty good TA. And then you can see how that goes and learn a little bit. And it's like, it's cool. I think it's cool to have it there. It's also my own personal sort of trading journal and all that too. GLS Daisy as well donated $20 through Super Chat. Big hug and many thanks from Texas. Thank you so much, Texas people, such lovely people. Juro donated $4.20. Hey, get used to it, Rocky. This is your new normal. Okay. Wow. King Noah donated $20 through Super Chat. Thanks. Buy the dip. RJ donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Ooh. Mr. Poopy Butthole. Nova Hawthorne has become a member, early supporter, and Gavin M has become a member, early supporter, and Max, a good lad, has subscribed, and I think that takes me up to date. I think it does. Diver Down, welcome to early supporter. That's not showing up on my list though here. If I've missed anybody, then it's Streamlabs is tricking me here. So I would hate to have missed anybody. Let me just have a quick look here. I think I'm seeing them popping up here. Wolfric Doomslayer. Oh, what a name. Wolfric Doomslayer donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Drew's Tech donated $20 through Super Chat. Drew, man. Love you, man. Thanks so much. That's so kind of you. Drew is Drew's somebody who's watched the channel for a while, and he's a generous guy, and he's really sound, decent, really good guy, and a good guy, and he highly recommend his shop. Check him out if you've got any tech needs. Mark's a good lad, is subscribed. Thank you so much, Mark. Gavin M became an early supporter. Thank you so much. Nova Hawthorne has become an early member, a supporter as well. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Tony Wright, you're getting in on it too. Nice to see you, Tony. Adam Norville, welcome to early supporter, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. You're all such amazing, brilliant people. You're amazing, brilliant people. This is the most amazing thing I've ever met. This community is full of people. I'm so blown away at the minute because everybody is just so good. It's so amazingly good. You're good people. Really good people. Really good people. This whole thing that we're doing now. This is so much bigger than just looking at a chart. So much bigger than just looking at a chart. And you're all real people with real lives, real priorities, real loved ones. And you're choosing to spend time here with me, and you're choosing to be a part of this community and this is so amazing. So amazing. So it's just amazing. It's amazing. What's happening with the price? What's happening with the price? Where is it? Where's the price? The price 185.56. Boom. The low what? 177. Yeah, great. That's where we are. That's the weekly time frame. Let's come up to the 15-minute time frame. Yeah. Yeah, 177.77. Yeah, it happened. I did not trade it down to here. I did not short it down here. I did not sell any of my GME at the highs. I did not do any of those things at all. But we knew that it was coming. Why? Because what we're doing here is so much more than just buying and selling stocks. I will teach you how to become a financially independent, self-reliant, successful trader who's able to believe in themselves. I believe in you. I believe in you. I'll believe in you. And from this moment, you can start believing in yourself too. You're on the way. You're on the way, my friends. You're on the way. You'll become heroes. You already are the hero in your own story. But you're going to become knockout heroes. You're going to become like lightning. You are. You're going to become gods. By having the power to affect change in life, which we're so impotent to do otherwise. But together we're going to do this. And I'm going to teach you how to trade anything you want as well, in the meantime. And here we are, and the prices have bounced up to 185. And it feels good, man. Feels good, man. Oops, that's the wrong chart. Feels really good. We bounced off that line. And we moved up a bit. You'll be able to do this soon too. You'll be able to do all of this. You'll have all these skills. You'll be able to go over to here to Bitcoin, and you'll be able to trade this 24 hours a day if you want to. You'll be able to do all these things. Hopefully you won't have to do any of them. Hopefully everything just works out so that you all become vastly wealthier than you could have ever imagined anyway. And you're empowered to spend your time doing things like helping people who are less fortunate than yourself, which should be the prime directive of all human beings. It would be an absolute honour of mine if I could do in some way achieve some of those things myself. Gavin M became an early supporter. Thank you so much. Drew's Tech, you were that donation. Thank you so much. And Wolfric Doomslayer, thank you so much. Adam Norrell, thank you so much. Tony Wright with your £1 donation, man. It's super amazing. Tony Wright's a really generous guy. He is. I owe him, right? So I owe him. He's a really great guy. Oliver Scully has become a member. Thank you so much, Oliver Scully. Cool. It's cool. Die Another Dave has become a member. Thank you, Die Another Dave. SWW17033 has become a member. Early supporter. Thank you so much. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. See what you did there, buddy. Yes, Rocky. Your instinct to keep sharing is right. You've just invented the Rocky Outcrop method. Congratulations, you're part of history. You're all part of history. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I mean that. Superkashi donated $4.49 through Super Chat. Thank you so much. Apple Blossom, 1234. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's cool. That's cute. You're breathtaking. Thank you so much. You've taken my breath here. MT. Where did it jump to? MT's become a member, early supporter. Thank you so much. Aaron Pauling. Buy a pint on me, Rocky. Love you. Being a part of yours and Jamie's channels make me feel like I am in an epic tale of good and evil. Love you times 1,000. You are. You are, and you are good. You are, you're good. You're on the side of good. And it is an epic tale of good and evil. Life is an epic... That's the thing, Aaron, man. Life is an epic tale of good and evil. Life is. The heroes in every single story didn't go into it thinking that they'd become the heroes. It's not Disney. You don't actually, you're not actually a prince born to go and kiss some sleeping angel or whatever. No, it's real life. It's real life. It's like Saving Private Ryan, whatever. The heroes of these stories are just regular people that are there, and and everybody's there. It's like, oh, it's just the right place at the right time. No, the right place is now. The right time is now. It's everybody is always there to become the hero in their own stories, and you are the side of good. You are it. You are it. You are it. All you have to do is choose to be it. I'm so proud of you for choosing that. Stephen Kramer. You will always remember this moment, and you will always stay the awesome person you are. This is beautiful to watch. Thank you, Stefan, man. I hope to goodness I always do. God, that'd be beautiful to always remember this moment. I wish I could relive it. Yeah, or I don't know, whatever. Right, Bright Spark donated €5 through Super Chat. €5. You deserve everything that's coming, Rocky. You and Jamie are the most genuine and lovely guys on YouTube with the best TA out there. That's so nice, man. Paul Dooley, 2021, the summer of love, well deserved. You and Jamie, tip top duo. Wow. I love my brother. I love my brothers. I've got 2 brothers. Jamie's on YouTube. Jamie's trade spotting. I love him. He's unique. He truly is. He's always been unique. And then I've been with him. I've had his back. for a long time when not everybody else would. And then I come into this world here that we're doing, and Jimmy's flying, amazing, and people jumping in there, telling him that he's great and he should keep doing it, keep being who he is. Finally, other people can see what I can see. Finally, the world sees what I see all the time, and you're proud of him, like I am. So awesome. So awesome. Some chick, hey, crying at work. So happy for you. Thanks for always getting me through my work days. Heart. You're welcome. You're welcome, man. Dave's not here, man. Donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Such an amazing day for someone who's given so much and expected so little. Sir, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. Gloozy Blues has subscribed. Kala donated $10 through Super Chat. Appreciate you so much. Where's Waldo? My goodness. After I do these live streams, I tend to look back and read the chat. I don't always put chapters in, but I do try to. I tend to look back and I read the chat. And I go through it, and sometimes I wish I'd be able to message there and at the time because the chat's ended and I can't reply then, and I've missed some messages. But I always read it all, and I always look forward to reading it. I always do. I always look forward to reading it. And well, I mean, and I do do really try to read all of it. I mean, undoubtedly there'll be times whenever Sasha says my name's not, you've got my name wrong and stuff like that, and I've missed it somehow. Maybe I read what I want to read. I don't know. But today might just be the best. Might just be the actual best thing ever. I never want to lose this video either. Recently I had to delete a video from YouTube because somebody was going to try and damage the channel and report it. And I'd talked about things on there which you shouldn't necessarily talk about, because I'd been up all night drinking. And I had to delete it, and it was quite heart-wrenching, really, because it was amazing. It was beautiful like this. But it was different circumstances and whatever. This is pristine. It's wonderful. It's beautiful, and I can keep it forever and never have to delete it. I'll always be able to look back. Hi, me next year. Hi, me in 5 years. I hope that you've managed to become more relaxed in yourself, and that this sort of thing is. I hope you're not cringing right now, or that you are, but with a smile on your face. Hope you've learned to love yourself a bit, man. Keep it up. Always remember that everybody here is a really good person and why you got into this in the first place. And remember that walk that I did with Mum last year. And when I got $12, and it was the best thing I'd ever got. The best $12 I'd ever got. And there was a peak right up until Tony Wright and Trey donated to me on my live stream. Remember that, and be happy. Try and be happy. And yeah, you're doing good. Hopefully it's good. Just remember all the good times, and hopefully it's true in the future when I say I love you. Hopefully. Sorry, everybody, that was just a message for myself. I'll be watching this video back in the future, and this time next year I want to be able to see something that says there's a reminder to keep doing this, you know? And then in 5 years' time I want to see a reminder that's to keep doing this. And in 10 years' time I want to see a reminder to keep doing this. And hi, future wife. I don't know you yet. But one day I'll know you, and I'm looking forward to it. And hi, future children. That's funny. This is one of the best moments of my life. I just wanted to share it. Yeah, there might be other moments where you could say, but why do you think that's the best one? This and this and this and this. But if my wedding day to you can be as good as this right now, know that I'm a very happy man. And if I give birth to you in the future, and that, then I'm sure that I'll love you as much as this, and it'll be a fantastic thing forever. Yes, nice one. I'm glad I did that. I've never thought to do that before. All right, Ryan Seeley has become a member. Thank you so much, Ryan. Kay Henry donated $10 Australian dollars. Oh, good day, mate. Through there. Let me just see. I don't want to miss this stuff. You see, where is it? Where is it? There it is. Some chick, yes, crying at work, yes. Dave's not here. Such an amazing day. Thank you, Dave, again. Kala, appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much. Where's Waldo donated $5 to the super chat. Love this day. Love life. Love you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Where's Waldo? Where is Waldo? We call it Where's Wally over here, by the way. It's funny that you've got Where's Waldo there. Sauced food cart. Woke up and immediately saw what was going on, and then saw you blowing up, and then got to XX shares. Thanks, Rock. And then you got to XX shares as well. What a day. What a day. I'm trying, man. I'm trying over here. Wave speech today, 969 through super chat. Rocky Ape. With you, we'll change our world. We, the people, are one. Absolutely. Absolutely. I was actually listening to some of that guy. What's he called again? You know the name probably somewhere out there in the audience better than I do. Alan Walters, is it? Alan something? The guy that talks about meditation and whatnot. That sounds like the sort of thing that he would say. Just let the voice get bored of itself. And then there's silence. And then in that moment, you see that there's just the eternal now. And there is no, life is not material. And we just are. And it's fantastic. And that's the sort of thing. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate that. Dominic subscribed. Chubb became a member. Thank you so much, man. Daniel Kim donated $10 through Super Chat. Bing Bong, Ape Strong, Brothers of Doomslayers. Yeah. Tony Wright, 30 quid. Oh, man. Bad Mama Jama has contributed to a gift. It's sitting in your Discord. Bad Mama Jama has contributed you a gift. It's sitting in your Discord. Okay, cool. Much love, brother. Justin Pangia described $5. Described? Yeah, he described $5 through a chat there. And coming back around to myself, I was very much overwhelmed, and I'm still feeling just as good as before. I want to be clear, I was completely not mentally prepared for this in any way. And like I said, I was working almost in the opposite direction, trying to mentally steel myself just to keep believing in myself, you know? To get this sort of validation is incredible. It's incredible, and it's completely unexpected. So I was completely sidetracked, emotionally blown away. Emotionally, I was blown away, right? Completely and absolutely. And now I'm coming back around to myself, and I'm starting to be able to appreciate what I'm feeling. I guess it's probably like I don't know, whatever. It's good though. I'm feeling good now. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for being so fucking awesome. Right. Anyway, Sanjo Kojak. There we go. Proud bud. Know this would happen. No doubt in my mind. Love you, Scott. And Anna, if you're watching ever. Love yous too. Love you people. Really do. Marty NWT donated $20.99 through Super Chat. Have a good day, man. Thank you so much. D. Harker donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Shakespeare's let himself go. Love you, man. So happy for you. This couldn't happen to a better dude. That's really super kind of you. Coven Keeper has become an early supporter. A Coven Keeper. I wonder what a Coven Keeper is. Like an accountant for a bunch of witches, maybe. Frostcrest donated $2 through Super Chat. Mary Apple and marry Apple and invite us, please. Yeah, that's what I should do, actually. Sort it out, Apple. Get the arrangements going. Worth His Life donated $2 through Super Chat. My last Super Chat Streamlabs deleted. Look back. It did it? Wait, deleted? Look back. It deleted. That sucks, man. That sucks. Worth His Life. Where is it? I'm trying to see it on my list here in terms of Streamlabs, but Streamlabs might. Worth His Life. I remember our conversation just a few months back. Proud to see this happen. So well deserved, brother. Love you, man. Yeah, man. I remember our conversation. I remember our conversation too. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. CC donated $24.99 through Super Chat. Oh, looks like I've missed some along the way. You know, I've looked like it's because this, and I really don't mean to, and I'm going to feel bad about it. I really don't mean to. Dana, thank you so much. $24.99 through Super Chat. Rocky, the emotion you have for your TA is the best ever. Keep up the awesome work, brother. I find this stuff really. I'm passionate about TA. I'm passionate about a lot of things in life. You know, it's hard to express that passion all the time in arenas that make sense. And this is a beautiful, fantastic medium for me to be able to talk to people passionately about something that I like in the world, and it helps people. And that it's amazing. Here's a 5 spot towards your wedding, says Existential. Thank you so much, man. The Natural Friend donated $4.99 through Super Chat. The Truman Show. We have taken the red pill. Freedom is coming. We the people. Ape, is that an ape? Yes. Apes and aliens and rockets and hearts. Love y'all. Love you all. Love you all. Love you all. Big time. Long time. Wow. Wow. So I need to check Discord, do I? I don't want to do that on screen just in case it's like, I don't know, like something that shouldn't pop up on screen. So I'm just going to do it. Hopefully this is off screen. Yeah, this is off screen right now. Although if it wasn't, then it wasn't. Let me just see. Bad Mama Jama. Here we have it. What's that? You're buying GME shares. You purchased these just for you today, and I raised the price because I want you to know that I got you high GME price. 3 GME shares. That's amazing that somebody would be so. That's amazing. Bad Mama Jama, you're great. You're great. You're great. You know I think you're great, and I mean it. Is that going to stay up? Nah, it's not, is it? It's just not going to do it. That's so kind, man. That's so kind of you. That's so kind of you. It's so kind of you. I'm so kind of you. I've got another message in the background. Right. That's so nice of you. Thank you. Yeti. Thank you so much, by the way. I'm not going to read all the private messages in the background, but I can say thank you so much. And you know what? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody for their kindness and generosity and kindness and generosity and kindness. Let's bring up the GME chart as well and then do a little bit of that for a second here. Do a little bit of that. Honestly, as well, please know, everybody, that that I'm going to be reading all of that chat. I'm going to read it all. I'm going to enjoy it so much. It's going to be so fantastic to read through it all and see the wonderful, communal, generous, kind-hearted, fantastic-spirited people that you all are out there. And that I can't wait to see it and to read through it properly, because I know that I've already missed so much of it, you know? Ashley Lem saying I need a Gatorade. I think I need a Gatorade as well. I've got a glass of water here. Apple Blossom, observe thyself. No, observe thyself. Dang it. Tony Picas, Apple Blossom, Lamau, Ashley Lem, Timeshare Rocky, Frostcrest, Polly Rocky. Right. Every time I go write something, I tear up again. Epiphany Jones, it's settled. Multiple wives. What's going on in there? There's something's happening in there. Congratulations, Rocky. I'm happy to share this moment with you. Much love, Katie. Much love. I love your picture with your Stetson on there, and I recognize you, and I see you in various different chats and stuff like that on the internet as well. You're always super positive and friendly. And that's really, really awesome. It's really nice to see. Thank you so much. Got Rocky Outcrop. Hey, future Rocky. Good stream today. Oh, that's true. If you all want to leave messages to the future versions of me, like I say, I will be back reading this next year and the year after and the year after and the year after and all that. When people say to me, oh, can you name a happy time in your life? My ex-girlfriend asked me one time, when was the last time that you were really, really happy and excited or whatever? This is quite a while ago now, but and then I took a while to answer it, and I couldn't really think of an answer. I was really struggling. I was really, really, really struggling, and I couldn't think of one. And eventually, then I did. I thought of one, and it was when it was Tradespotting and I were here, sat here, right? Slightly different furniture arrangement in here at the time. Sat literally right where I'm sat right now. Within 6 inches probably, and decided that what we would do is buy Xboxes, or an Xbox, just an Xbox. We're like, let's get an Xbox, okay? So we went over to the shop across the street and bought an Xbox, came back home again, and when we came in, we opened it up, and what was inside it? Two Xboxes! And the two of us jumped around and danced around and gave each other a high five. We were so over the moon, so happy, you know. We got two of them, one each, and that. And that was my answer to her. Was the last time I'd actually felt happy, which is mad, right? So that was quite a while ago now, obviously, and some years ago and whatever else. But just so you know, like when I will look back in the future at today. I'll look back today. The date, just make sure I remember. 7th of the 7/7. So it's even easier to remember. 7/7/21. That's cool. So on 7/7, I'll look back at this and I'll always remember, and it'll be fantastic. Be easy to find it. Oh, I suppose I should bring I was going to bring the chart up, was I, or something like that? I don't know what I was going to do over there. I think I was going to bring the chart up or something. Yeah, I will look back. And I will look at it again. And it'll be, instead of some story where it's like you're talking to somebody who's looking at you like you're crazy because you said that you were so super excited to have got 2 Xboxes. And she's like, this guy, should I be dating him? Instead, I'll be able to say, you want to see it? I'll show you it. It's here. It's right here. And I'm super pleased. And in fact, there's a shout out to you in it, but you don't know it yet. Nova Scotian Unicorn, to my future self. Did you learn enough from Tradespotting and Rocky Outcrop to buy more hours in the day? Wow, that's a good target to get time, and that's what somebody said as well. Was it yourself? Somebody said it as well during those things there. Oh, the Discord link's not working. Oh, I deleted that one. Oh, people will be, or can people get in? I don't know. Maybe make a Discord link. We can sort it out after, I suppose. There was that. I want everybody to be able to be a part of this community in all the different ways. I had to take it down recently when one nefarious actor decided to consistently create fake profiles and keep coming back in that to try and annoy people in there and upset people and be racist and whatnot. So I had to kind of take away, and I thought, what was I going to do? And I thought, well, I'll take away all of the links. I'll protect my family, you know. I'll make it so that nobody new can join, because I'll protect what I've got here, because I'm not letting anybody damage what we've got on the go here at all. Well, in the end, maybe I need to just get a new one. So I'll make a new one and I'll put it in there, and it'll expire tomorrow. So if that bad actor isn't actually watching, then they won't be able to get in. Let me just edit the settings on this one. Your invite expires in 7 days, so it'll expire after. I'll make this one that expires in 1 day. Expires in 1 day. Okay. Generate new link. Copy. So this is the Discord link, not the one that. There we go. Like, I've just put it in 5 times. Not the one that Nightbot's been using. Okay. I don't think. I think I deleted it. And if it worked and I'm talking crap right now, well then. It worked and I'm talking crap right now. Sweet. GME, where are you? What's that? Sorry, this is That's not the one I'm looking for. Oops, Discord's going mad now. Gonna have to close that tab so it doesn't keep making noise. If I'm missing your messages on there, I'll get back to you after the show, of course. 183.99. Right. I want to see us recover. Right. Okay. So, what was that thing I was talking about then earlier on? Let's talk about that so that people who are like, what's he talking about? What's he done? What is it that he's done? What's he talking about? I was always interested in ideas. It's still making beeping noises, which means all of you are hearing it because I need to stop that because it's going out into the world. So that's wonderful, but I need to quit Discord somehow. Where is the Discord? Why is it making those noises? Is it there? No. Is it there? No. Is it there? No. Is it there? Yes. Okay. Shush. Shush. Right, sorry everybody that was hearing those beepings. So what was this? Hi, what was this? You might be asking. What am I saying? Today, I feel like I have got enough evidence to suggest that there is something fairly interesting that people might want to know about on the charts. I have been doing technical analysis for quite some time now, years, and I've been looking at the charts with a very keen eye as to trying to understand the dynamics that exist around volatility and with regards to various different tools. So one of the things that you can use is like the Bollinger Bands and how they get thin and then they expand and they get thin, etc. You can use things like the historical volatility percentile, etc., to try and find things in that. And as well, you can use things like the ADX, for instance, which is of course the component from within the DMI, the Directional Movement Index indicator, invented by J. Wells Wilder Jr. They've all got different things that work about them, and I've been fascinated by the DMI for some time. I think it's a really fantastic expression of the movement of price, and I suppose it would probably work fantastically well with the movement of anything really, that can be charted. I was therefore as well interested in certain components about it, such as the ADX line when it drops fairly low. What does that mean? Well, the ADX shows you the strength of the trend, and if the strength of the trend were to be able to somehow drop all the way down to very, very, very low numbers, then that means what goes up must come down type of idea. That you could maybe look towards a turnaround. Now that's been known for years and years and years, but I also thought about, well, there's more to it than that. It's not like on the RSI where you go oversold, overbought, and you're oscillating as part of a trend. In fact, this is a pristine moment where the trend is so incredibly non-existent. What else out there really looks at that? And certain things do, but it's always a case of overlap. Very few things really actually hone into what it is to say there is literally as little trend as there could possibly be. Because in a market which is not trending, like a kangaroo market is going sideways, you can absolutely have a massive enough range in terms of the way the prices move to keep it so that things like the historical volatility indicator will still have enough volatility on there to avoid looking like it's at all-time lows, etc. Or indeed, the Bollinger Bands may stay wide if we're ranging in a certain area, and so on and so forth. And I thought there's a very interesting dynamic when it comes to the DMI with the ADX line, with regards to this component where you've achieved like the low like Kelvin, like super transistors, when there's so little energy there that something special can happen. So I was looking out for that, and then I also was thinking, well, what happens to the prices afterwards, and what are the market dynamics around those prices? Well, in those instances, looking back at my experience working within the financial industry and investment banks and all that, I got the idea that, of course, there's much less knowledge about the future at that point. There's much less knowledge about what could potentially happen, where you get to a perfect balance, an almost zen meditative state in the charts, if you like, where movement can come in and nobody's necessarily going to know how that's going to go, but some people are going to have to fund that movement because it is their obligation as market makers to do so. So, the market makers would do so; they'd be our obligation. So they would do that, and then they would. And then they need to then square up their books, etc. And then, as for example, as one component in this thing, and how it would all go together. And I've been looking at it for quite a while. So, I've put this together where in the background of the DMI, which is this one at the top here, and you can see there's the three different lines. It's the DM positive in green, the DM negative in purple, showing the directional movement of the price, and the ADX changing from blue to orange to red, and then this white hot color down the bottom. And I discovered that in the period following on from that pristine moment of complete lack of trend, the super transistor moment, the superconductor moment there for us, that so often the prices return back to where they departed from. In this instance with GME, I've been looking over here and saying, well, the prices departed from around 177, and it doesn't need to happen straight away, but so often it does. And if we look at the two other examples in the past, here it was filled in the immediate following candles. It was satisfied. In this other moment, there was a price, and it was it was satisfied within the week, the previous movement. This one here, though, has been kind of hanging over us a wee bit for quite a while, and it started off at 177. Prices moved up and then came back down. But when was that? Well, that was the 21st of May. So it's been right through until now, which is, of course, the 7th of July. Been some time since that happened. And then we have actually returned back to that price point again. This is what often happens. The market makers getting their square ups, sure. The psychology of the markets all around, sure. All of these things are very, 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 very important. Not one single component is an explanation for why this happens, but we do have the understanding that now I feel like it's fair to say. So we can find other examples from this, from charts which maybe we have never looked at before. So if I just stick a couple of different letters in here, okay, there's something. I just randomly hit some buttons. Let's see if this works. End here. Price drop back up. Check. Correct. End here. Up at this point. No. Here. Yep. Correct. Back there. That's where we found support at again. Here. Down here. Prices drop down immediately, drop down here. Will they ever go back there? Boom, back there again. Over here, what have we got? Prices moved up and down. Okay, not an amazing range there on that one, but true. Here, yep, this little candle here, this little green candle, which popped up here just to do it, just to satisfy that. Nice, thanks green candle. Over here, this was another example. So the party ended at this point. Are we going to range up the way? Are we going to keep trading up? Look, the prices are 21.81. Will we ever get back here again, ladies and gentlemen? There's a grey box in the background of the DMI on my indicator, on the DMI is invented by J. Wills Wilder in the 70s and 80s, and here we have it now in 2021, when me, Rocky Outcrop, nobody else in the world has ever done this before, discovered that if you look at these prices here, what do we see? An almost guaranteed certainty that you'll come back to this price before moving on up the way. It is beautiful. It is giving you money. It is me giving you money. It is me giving you empowerment. You have this. Now, while this isn't necessarily going to do things like this, the prices going up and returning back, or going down and returning back to where they were, isn't necessarily going to help with things like huge trending moves. Of course not necessarily. There are components, of course, within there where you want to see this, where this is going to give you the perfect setup, where all of the negativity in terms of this trend having gone away is completely bled out, and then we've done the dialysis on the price action enough in terms of cleaning out out the blood of the price enough in that period so that all the negativity can completely and absolutely fade away to then go from there and trend up hard. And that is so often the case as well. But just in terms of this single component about this, which is a straight up money making tool, which has existed on the charts almost certainly for all time and probably will almost certainly exist forever. The greatest danger to it is me telling you about it as opposed to keeping it secret to myself and making money. Could I have made money? I could have at any point along the way here taken a short on UTF, whatever that happens to be, and then at the highs could have kept taking shorts, and then I would have been able to then of course make the money back. What is that? That's swimming along beside the exchanges, the market makers, the institutions. It's swimming alongside place in a way that they think that they can hide. They think they can paint it on the charts and it won't be revealed to them, and I'm revealing it to you. And they actually thought, well, it's okay, maybe it's on the DMI in some way, although they didn't because they never knew this. It's me that found this out. They might even think to themselves, oh yeah, maybe it's on one indicator out there somewhere, but no one will ever see it. It'll never become a way where you can actually calculate it and get it to the point where you can actually work out exactly where the prices are going in advance, because it's completely and absolutely impossible to predict the future. Well, I agree. I 100% agree. Not one of these signals is guaranteed to happen. That's the truth of it. It isn't guaranteed to happen. You still cannot predict the future. You cannot predict the future. But I tell you what, though, you get a bit of a blurry image, a bit of a sort of future sight to an extent with this one. Now, I hate the idea of being able to say you predict the future because, you know, you still can't. And here I am talking about this now, which is the biggest chance of making it so that this stops working is me talking about this right now. The biggest chance of me being able to, you know, become vastly wealthy, for instance, would be to never ever speak about this ever anywhere. But here I am doing it now because I want to help people. It's what is why I live. So so there you have it. Invented here with yous all. Part of the community. You all saw the evolution of this thing. I feel pretty good about that. I'm gonna. I guess I'll probably. Start to kind of wrap up a wee bit, okay? Because it's now, what time is it? 4:30, and I don't want to. And you know, I don't know. I should probably you know wrap this episode up in a neat bow somehow and all that. So I'm going to go over to the big screen again, chat with you all. I hope to goodness I had that up on screen. I'm always, you know, oh good, nice one. I've made a lot of mistakes recently with my chart. And we're back here with the screen, and I can chat with you, and we can kind of come round to the point where we're ending up the episode, and I'll fling the credits up on screen as well. Today's been an absolutely fantastic, wonderful day for me. I'm so incredibly blown away by everybody. It's wonderful. You're truly wonderful people. So yeah, how's it going in there, Frostcrest? Let's see them monster credits. Yes. I'm gonna be rolling them in just a second or two. Outcrop, you missed it. We're flying Apple Blossom and you for a date. Oh my god, you're serious? That's fucked up. Is it possible to add this to my trading view? It is, man. It is. I'll give you it for free. Hold on a second. Gumroad.com/Rocky Outcrop. I'm going to be reading all the chat. Frostcrest, I'm not going to miss anything in the long run. But that's so funny. That you are like that. That you are so lovely. Gumroad.com Rocky Outcrop. Go over there. You can put 0 in the box if you want to. You know, here I am telling you that. So don't feel bad, right? 'Cause some people do, and they look at it and they're like, "But you said 0, but I feel bad anyway." No, don't feel bad. It's there. That's the code for it. It's the same. It's the same basic code as the DMI itself. In fact, I'll just give you a quick kind of like look-see at it. So main 2. No, wrong screen. That one. Right. So the DMI has got some out the box comes with without these background horizontal lines. Whenever you download it and put it in your thing, you get this choice to change the background numbers to fib levels or not fib levels. Sometimes it's maybe worth just back checking to see if the numbers are accurate. I don't know. Overall, I tend to keep it on the standard numbers, is the the round numbers 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I say standard, but they're not on any DMI. But you'll notice that so often we see the prices turning around at these key points. As you can see here, if I were to change this to fib levels, it changes that number ever so slightly, and it makes me think, here, 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 here. Fib levels on this chart seems to be a bit more perfecter than things. And by fib levels, I just mean numbers that are that are close to Fibonacci sequence numbers instead of these ones. For example, 38, instead of 40. So 38.2, etc. So that's what that is, and that I think is very, very useful. And what you have here is this background color, which is called the volatility zone. I've mine set to 11, by the way. I think maybe out the box it operates at 12. I think I've got mine set to 11. It's up to you. It's fine. You can look at it whatever way you want, just to find where your next sort of area is going to be. I have to use 11 on it, and it's and those are the main sort of components. Of course, I've color coded it. I've made it so it's able to be used. And essentially what I've tried to do as hard as I can is to take what is, in my opinion, one of the least understood indicators, one of the best, most powerful indicators, those two things together, and try and reconcile those things a little bit for you by adding my own sort of knowledge to it. And that's what I've done with this one. That's all it is. So if you wanted to, you could find this out there elsewhere in terms of just adding the DMI onto the charts. But you'll see that the DMI itself is not got any of that visual aid on there. So if I just add the DMI here, here's your regular DMI. Nope, that's the RSI, sorry. Here's your regular DMI. That's what the DMI normally looks like. Okay? That's what the DMI normally looks like, and you have to interpret that quite a bit. And then this is what the DMI looks like. Now, I made it, and it's exactly the same maths and everything, but it's a bit more easy to understand. Okay, so that's what that is. Right? Brilliant. That's cool. That was worth it. So I knew there'd be a couple of things that would delay us, of course. Paul Ferns, welcome to Early Supporter. Oh, wow, another Early Supporter as well. Thank you so much. That's so generous of you, man. That's so brilliant. It's so brilliant. It's so brilliant, So brilliant. I've lived a risk-on life for a long time. A long time. 13 years, something like that, where I've been exclusively living on risk. Exclusively. And it's cool and everything, but and I've had loads of success in life, and it's been fantastic. But I've also had sounds like health problems and stuff like that, where I've lost everything that I've ever worked towards, was left with literally nothing. Well, I still had my home at least, I suppose, actually. So not as bad. Anyway, left with literally nothing in a sense, in terms of my account or whatever. I've had that. And afterwards, I've thought to myself, I regretted not being more kind and generous to the people who supported me throughout life. So I've always been very clear to say to people to always support those and love and send money and everything to the ones who love you, and love the ones that love you before you go out and do anything for anybody else. But there's more to it than all that. There's also this risk thing anyway, and I've continued to do that. I've continued to live risk on, and I started this YouTube thing, and I thought to myself, well, at some point in the future, if I can help people enough and really genuinely ask for nothing in return, and that's a risk in and of itself, because I've been losing money not losing money, but my life costs money to live my life, and I've got less time to make money from doing this over the last year, make money doing other stuff, because I made literally zero, up until May this year, my entire earnings from YouTube had been $2,000. Up until May this year. Today's stream, I've got a third of that. I think. That's how generous you all are. But up until then, that's as much as I ever made. So obviously, a man can't live on $2,200 for 16 months. It's impossible. So obviously it was costing me money in a sense that I was obviously trading and making money and all the rest of it. Risk on. I feel like I was leading. I thought to myself, well, there's an element of reducing my risk here, but actually I was increasing my risk all over again. I was taking the risk that I might actually, completely run out of money and everything else before I'd ever got to the point of being able to make money from YouTube. And I'm going to maintain my integrity throughout that entire time. Always have FOMO-free, greed-free stuff. Always try as hard as I can, regardless of the number of viewers I'm getting on my videos, regardless of anything else. So that at times whenever I was getting, like for instance here, 2nd of January, I got videos with no views, a video with 2 views. In April, as recently as April, I did a video for Bitcoin. So it's a popular asset in April, and it got 2 views. An Ethereum video, it got 2 views. 2 views. I'm sat there with 2,000 subscribers. No one wanted to watch it. No one. None of them. Nobody watched it. Still did it anyway. Came back anyway. That's a big risk. And then I'm sat here and I'm looking at this, and people do things like join up as membership. And there's a Patreon link as well. I mean, if people want to join his Patreons, there's less fees on that sense. YouTube takes 30%, by the way, of everything that got donated and everything today, and all the memberships. YouTube takes 30% of that. Patreon's less, but whatever. What it does is it changes me. I'm not complaining, and YouTube are very kind and great service to me, apart from the shadow ban. But the fact is, I'm streaming here, and now the risk of my life, the risk profile of my life has changed, because maybe this now, as a result of you people joining up as members, will be the first month in my life where if I found myself back in hospital again, I wouldn't have to borrow money to pay my bills or something like that, I don't like borrowing money, and I don't like high leverage and everything else. It's very difficult to make the costs of the thousands of pounds a month that it costs to be alive, and that for me, it's purely from low leverage trading, and that is hard, especially with the timing that I put into all of this. It's hard, right? Because I don't have big stack, because I lost it all, and then instead of trying to get it back, I started doing other stuff. Because I realized that if I didn't live life just a little bit, then I'd die without having lived it. So I decided to do things like go out and fall in love, stuff like that, which is worth trying. So I did that. Anyway, now here I am, and you have done that for me. You people have done that for me. I've radically transformed it around and changed the risk profile in my life. You've changed the risk profile in my life. It's amazing. By the way, if you're wondering, the when I lost money in the past because I went to hospital and whatever else, it was a massive load of stuff, and I had sepsis, and the week before up to it, I was really stupid, because that's what sepsis does to you. So I was doing some bad mistakes. Anyway, right, great. So that's where we are, and that's it. So that's me telling you honestly how much I appreciate it, because you've changed the dynamic of my life, which is amazing, because now I don't need to worry that if I fuck up once, it's all over. And I've had this chain of such a long period of time where I've not been allowed to fuck up at all, or else it's all over, all of it. And I got so close to just being all over anyway, with the dedication I put into YouTube, because I've been so close to getting it all over anyway. And you've just changed it so the thing is miles away again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, there's a lot of members signed up there, and that's probably me making something like probably maybe I'm making like $500 a month now from memberships, right, or something like that. Maybe even more. I don't know. I need to go and look. I might even be blown away. I don't know. But I was thinking, if I'm making like enough there from memberships, etc., that if I were to get sick, or if somebody I cared about got sick and I had to go care for them as a carer, which is very likely, I could do that. I could come on here. I could say to people, I'll be back in 2 weeks. I could not trade. I could not do anything, and I'd still have money at the end of the month instead of having to go out there and well, not go out there. I'm not really going anywhere, but just to be here and have that worry in my head that I might lose everything. So that's how amazing it is. It's transformed my life. Because the base level of my life, which I hope to never have to touch on to, is now there. Instead of it just being lava. MA Campisi, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Lepton Inc., thank you so much as well. Amazing. And thank you so much. Really amazing. So brilliant, in fact, that you did that. You made it onto... And this person did as well. It's just gone ding again. I'm trying to show the credits here, but they're not showing up. Where are they? You made it onto FFS. Where are my credits at? Guys, come on. Roll the credits. Hey! Wow, they're rolling a lot quicker than they were before. It's going to be a challenge today. Can I slow them down a bit? I'm going to want to read these though. I'm going to want to read them. Visual settings, font size, time delay. Wow, what's that? Danko Bar. Welcome to early supporter. Thanks, man. Going to roll the credits again, so hopefully you fit on them. Okay. The speed is messed up. Get that so I can read it. This is so good, isn't it? Isn't this amazing? This is the best thing this is the best. Like I say, it's one of the best days of my life. I'm emotionally drained now, right? Emotionally drained now. In a good way. And wow, never gonna forget this day. You can call this the day I became a YouTuber if you like, okay? If you want. I don't know what defines a YouTuber. I don't actually call myself a YouTuber. Yeah, I don't know, but you could if you wanted to, right? I think this is a fairly thing. How am I going to be able to read them? They're flying. They're absolutely flying. Far too fast. Maybe it's because of the size to fit it on or something like that. I wonder if that's what it is. We'll try and do it anyway. I'm going to do this anyway, right? Here we go. So, thank you so much to everybody for donating. Here's the donators. Yeti Eddie. Then the super chatters. Daniel, Frostcrest, Drew, Das, Andy, Minner, Chris, Noob, Feisty, Michael, Lux, J, Paul, Vic, Katie, Luke, Sand, Kim, Bob, Paolo, Matty, Kevin, Epiphany, Tony. Damn. Fail. I failed. I was trying hard. I'm going to have to try even harder. Space Captain, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks to all the people who became subscribers today, okay, as well. All you wonderful people who are growing the viewership of the channel. If you've seen what you've liked here and you hit the like button and you share it with a friend, that's amazing. The members, Jay, Guitar, it's too quick to read, man. It's too quick to read. Can I do it? Can I do it if I read really, really quickly? I'll try it. Effing hell. Wow. Wait a minute. Wow. Wow. How many is that? Thanks, Yeti. Daniel Frostcrest, Drew, Das, Andy A, Minner, Chris, Newbie, Feisty, Michael, Lux Life, J, Paul, Vic, Katie Babes, Kim, Bob, Paolo, Matt, Kevin, Epiphany, Tony, Daniel, Supernova, Pedro, Alan, Jeff, Mr. Something, Ammer, I can't do it, H. Jones, Vinchain. It takes too long to actually say the words out loud. Mining Boon, Terry Spot, and JC, Chris R, Gidalcy, Juro, King Nash, Tony Wright, Stephen Kramer, Sauce Food Cart, Kala Kala, Dana Ward. Eurobeat Gandalf. What the heck is Eurobeat Gandalf, Jay? I've never heard of Eurobeat Gandalf. All these people support you, Rocky. I know, it's amazing. Get a beat in your heart and just go for it, Rocky. Just go for it. Kevin, thanks so much. Ladyfinger Smith. It's probably set to go in a specific amount of time. Yeah, let's see if I can get it to change the settings of it. Because I want it. I want more time. Damn it. Ooh, maybe if I take off subscriptions, then I'll have maybe more space on the time thing. That might be just enough. Let's go with that. Let's see if it's any different. All it needs is a little window, a little tiny wee bit of space, or whatever. Go on, roll credits. Yes. Oh no, it's still flying. Thanks. Anyway, let's try it. Let's try it again. Let's try it. I'm going to try with the membership thing. I'll let all this stuff fly by for just now, and we'll try it on the membership thing because I've tried this one a couple of times. I don't know if we'll get there. I'm going to play. I should play some music, shouldn't I? I should play like Ronaldo or something like that because it's for some feel good vibes. Wow. Wow. Jay, Guitar Outside, Dan Wildo, D Hans, Thomas Munt, Better Call Saul, Yeti Yeti, Ari, Berry, Ware, Dreams, Matt Raff, Cami, Key, Observe Thyself, Hutch, Ape. It's partly because of the background. I can't actually read it. I can only read it when it's on when I only read it between these two sections, you know, and then when it's above it, I'm lost. Right. It's not gonna happen, right? It's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Is there a wave thing? Anyway, what are we saying here? What we got on the go? Thanks so much for this amazing DM indicator, bro. I love you. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Dave's not here, man. Hey, Rocky, your channel is about to blow up. Pass it on. Janine, Rocky, record this episode by playing it while recording on Zoom. Then you can download it and never lose it. Yeah, great. Okay. You, Rocky, best streamer on YouTube. Well, that's really generous of you. Thanks so much. Is there a vid showing his indicators and how to use on TradingView, etc.? There are bits and bobs. I'll try and help you. Dive into the Discord there, and I'll help you out. I'm very accessible. Although obviously, as time goes by, it's harder and harder and harder to do that for everybody. Just sheer, it's hard. I try to be as accessible as possible, but I get a lot of messages, and I don't, so I'll try though. I'll try. All good, bro. We see us. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, man. Thanks, Grace Foundation. Bobby Bollinger, working on understanding the indicator still. Haha. I want her like this. You can get her like this. I believe in you. Use your flowing locks as the background. That helps. That helps a lot. My power went out at work, and although my data might take the L, I was so glad to catch this moment, Rocky. Jeff Smith, thanks so much. Oh, I missed that message there from Ryan Seeley. Okay, MA Cam PC, Space Bananas, it's fantastic. The family is growing. Yes. Okay, let's bring up some feel good music. You know what I really like? I'm gonna bring up a cover of a song that I like. There's a band out there called the Black Pumas, and Ronaldo Moreno covered their song Colors. And I like the way he does it, so I'm going to put that on, and I hope it's in a easy to access way. No. Oops. I could maybe just bring up from one of his live shows. I'm going to play it for everybody, and that's going to be the thing that I play on the way out here. Popular uploads. Recognize that, but that's
You've
not what I
got your mind made up, ain't nothing to see.
Like I'm smiling, something dumb money. There we have it. There's one I've already commented with a timestamp. Oh, I made it easy. Wait, no, go back. I need the whole thing. Let's bring up my brother from another mother on screen with me as well.
I'm gonna do, yeah, let's do this tune. I woke up to the morning sky first. Baby blue just like we rehearsed. When I get up off this ground, shing the leaves back down through the brown, 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 brown. So I'm playing. Then I walk around, be shaded by the trees, like a meadow of green, for about a mile. Yeah, I was heading to town, 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 in style, with all my favorite colors. Got all my favorite colors. That's my sisters and my brothers see them like no other. All my favorite colors. A good day for me. A
Good day.
to see. A good day to be my favorite colors. My sisters and my brothers see them like no others. All my favorite colors. Take me to the other side. Let up Betty bluebirds fly. Gray clouds, white walls, or blue skies. We're gonna fly and feel alright. And we gonna ooh, 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 ooh. He said it sounds like ooh, 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 yeah, yeah. At least I can say I anticipate my own comfort as we renegade in the morning. With all my favorite colors. I got all my favorite colors. Yes, my sisters and my brothers see them like no others. All my favorite colors. A good day for me, a good day to see, a good day to be my favorite colors. My sisters and my brothers see them like no others. All my favorite colors. My sisters and my brothers, they see them like no other. All my Bien.
Yeah. Ronaldo, you expressed this moment for me perfectly right there. Thank you to all of you, my sisters and my brothers, all my favorite colors. I'll see you again tomorrow. Good day. Good day